The following is an exclusive presentation of E-Tech Sports. This is the Henderson Lions Football Coaches Show, featuring Henderson head football coach Clay Baker, with insight on the Henderson Lions and this week's opponent. The Henderson Football Coaches Show is brought to you by the Henderson Football Booster Club. Come be a part of their meetings every Tuesday night at 6 at the high school indoor facility. Now, with the Henderson Lions Football Coaches Show, here's Mark McLean.
And we welcome you to this week's edition of our Henderson Football Coaches Show. Mark McLean here along with Clay Baker. Contest last week with Palestine got off to a great start, obviously, in district play. You've been involved with some pretty high-powered offenses over the years. Ever score 62 2 weeks in a row?
I'm not positive. I would have to think back. It's quite possible. We've had some pretty high-powered offenses back at Carlisle there for a few years when we made some runs. So we've put some points up, but I'm not 100%.
And 35 in one quarter. Whatever happened in the first quarter, you guys really blew it out in the second.
Yeah, I think our kids kept their focus and stayed locked in, and then we were fortunate enough to get some turnovers, and then offensively we capitalized on those turnovers when they did give us the ball back.
Obviously, right there from the start, Palestine's whole goal was to stop Starling, and they tried, and they did pretty good early, but you can't stop for the whole game, can you?
No, and that's credit to our offensive line and Coach Arnold. Our first drive, we saw some things a little bit different. He got those guys over there on the side, got them on the whiteboard, got some things straightened out. And it is a deal to where longer in the game you go, the more tired those big boys get up front, which our guys didn't. The more tired their guys got up front, and we were able to establish a little bit more of a run game where it went from 4-yard runs to 8-yard runs, and then all of a sudden we started popping a few of those.
Those in-game adjustments, blocking schemes, how you line up, stuff like that can be kind of difficult and tricky to do, isn't it?
It can definitely. Now, there's a little bit different rules this year to where you can have an iPad in the press box. So we're fortunate enough to have a couple of coaches up in the press box that can relay some things down. You can't have one on the sidelines, but they're able to relay some things down that they see on video, and then the coach on the sidelines is able to echo that to the lineman. So, that definitely helps being able to have that.
Overall, though, in the contest, thoughts on what you saw and how it turned out? Because Palestine's got some athletes, like we talked about last week. I sure don't see them going 0-10. They're going to beat somebody. So overall, thoughts on the ball game and how you think the guys played?
Yeah, I was proud of the guys to be able to start out district with a win. I understand it wasn't the prettiest win, and there was definitely some mistakes made. But when you're in district play, especially a district as tough as we have, you want to be able to get wins any way that you can get them. And, I think it shows the direction we're going, considering the fact that the last time that Henderson beat Palestine was 2018. So even though it might not have been the cleanest win, it's a good win for our program, and it's a good win for our kids.
The fact that didn't even need a touchdown pass to get this done. It was all rushing touchdowns, so that plan is to outscore them however it happens. But did you think it was going to be planned out that way?
Not necessarily. We were going to take what we could get, and then, whatever we had that was successful at the time, we were going to continue to do it, and our run game just happened to be successful. I thought Vince did make some good decisions in our pass game, though, that was able to help us move the ball down the field and to help keep their defense balanced to where they couldn't just put everybody in the box for the run.
And from a defensive standpoint, again, the guys were just all over the place.
Yep, they are. I thought effort was good. We gave up a few too many big plays. We got to try to find a way to minimize the big plays. You take away the big plays, and I think the game looks a little bit different for us on that side of the ball.
Basically, on those down and in pass patterns, that kind of seemed to hurt you a little bit.
Yeah, they definitely did. Where a couple of them, we got guys out of position, and then on a couple that, we do have guys in position, they were able to just go up and make a better play than our guy on that particular play. So we like I said, we got to figure out a way to minimize those big plays and make teams sustain drives, because typically at the high school level, if you make guys sustain enough drives, they're going to shoot their own selves in the foot, and they're going to make a mistake eventually.
What, high school kids get bored with a 10-15 play drive?
Yeah, they typically do. When you're relying on 16, 17-year-old kids to put together 12 plays good enough enough to drive down the football field, they're usually going to find a way to mess that up for you.
Well, the main thing, though, was to 1-0 in district play and stacking wins and stacking momentum.
Absolutely. Yep. We got to find a way to get wins regardless of how they look now that district has started, and then we go back and we correct mistakes afterwards. But yeah, we're excited about being able to start off 1-0 in district and see where we go this week.
All right. Well, we go to St. John's Stadium on Friday night to take on Kilgore, and we'll take a break and come back and talk more about Kilgore in just a moment.
The Henderson Football Booster Club is dedicated to helping the coaches and players and support groups for the Henderson Lions football team. You're always invited to the Booster Club meetings at 6 p.m. each Tuesday at the Indoor Facility Meeting Room. Coach Baker will talk about the last game and take a look at the upcoming game. On game night, get your shirts, caps, and other Henderson Lions merchandise and the best food around at the Booster Club concession stand. Supporting the Lions, it's the Henderson Football Booster Club.
And we are back once again with Henderson football coach Clay Baker as the Lions are in Kilgore, take on the Bulldogs tonight. This second district ball game. Of course, things a little different here tonight with Kilgore instead of Palestine. Fourth-ranked team in the state. They're obviously very, very good. But it is Henderson Kilgore, so you got a lot to get ready for, but it's amazing how things happen sometimes.
Yeah, both communities, Henderson and Kilgore, they always look forward to this matchup, regardless of how each team is. It's always a game that you want to win. It's a game that if you grew up in Henderson or you grew up in Kilgore, it's kind of installed in you from an early age that anytime you go against Kilgore, you got to find a way to try to win that game. So our kids are excited about it. We do understand that they got a very, very good football team over there. Like you said, they're ranked number 4 in the state right now, and they got the number 1 defense in the state right now. We do understand it's going to be a tough challenge, but our kids are excited about it, and like I said, it's a game you always want to try to win.
Well, you brought it up there, where a lot of these teams we talk about, we kind of focus on their offense. These guys, the defense sets the tone, doesn't it?
Yeah, they do. They got a very, very good defense. There's definitely no weak spots on that defense. You sit there and you look in their secondary, and they're averaging 3 to 4 interceptions a game. So they're finding ways to turn the football over. But then you look up front, and them guys got a really, really good defensive line and are really aggressive and fast to the football in the box as well. So there's no weaknesses for them guys on defense. They're the number 1 defense in the state right now for a reason. But we're confident in what we do as well, and we got to find a way to be successful on that side of the ball.
The interceptions that you're seeing because of the defensive line pressure on opposing quarterbacks, or the fact that their defensive backs are that good?
It's a little bit of both. Yep, there's a lot of pressure. This past week against Pine Tree, they put a lot of pressure on that quarterback and put him in some difficult situations. But then their DBs are making plays as well. They got some ball hawks back there. Obviously the one stands out that's committed to Michigan. But then he's not the only one that's back there. They got a lot of good football players back there that are capable of going up making some plays.
And as we have talked about from a Lions standpoint in previous weeks about putting your best athletes out there, no matter what side of the ball they're on. A lot of these defensive backs turn into wide receivers on offense.
Yeah, they do. Their skill guys aren't coming off the field a whole lot. The majority of those guys that are playing skill positions are getting quite a bit of playing time on the other side of the ball as well, which is it's something that, like you said, that we've talked about, at this point in the season. You got to be able to put your best guys on the field and let them go make plays for you.
Different, I guess, in styles. The last 3 or 4 years, seems like Kilgore receivers were really good at catching short passes and turn them into big plays down the field. It seems like from what I've seen this year, they're real good about just raising up and throwing a quick pass to a point and letting the guy go get it.
Yeah, they their defense gets a lot of praise, deservingly so, but they're very explosive on offense as well. They've got big play capability. They've got the same guys that are playing in that secondary on defense are turning around, like you said, and playing on the offensive side in skill position. So they've definitely got some guys that they can throw the football up to. They got some big play capability. So, again, like I said from the previous game, we're going to have to try to minimize those big plays and make them sustain drives, and hope that they try to find a way to shoot themselves in the foot.
Do they remind you at all of Liberty Ilo in the aspect of quarterback doesn't hold on to the ball very long? As soon as he gets the snap, he is throwing it somewhere.
I guess in a little bit in that way, but I mean they're a different style team. You know, they do like to smash mouth football and line up and run the football. You know, so they do have a big play capability, but they are a run first team, and they do believe in their run game, and they got a very good running back as well. You know, but they're gonna take what you give them. They're gonna try to see what you're taking away and take what you're giving them.
Needless to say, you got to prepare for everything.
Yeah, you definitely do. You know, and the big thing is our pursuit. You know, we've got to be fast to the football because they do have some really good skill kids. You know, so when they do get the football, we've got to get 11 hats to the ball and not leave guys in one-on-one positions trying to make open field tackles, and we got to have relentless effort.
Kilgore and Henderson in Kilgore on Friday night, and we'll step aside, come back and continue with our program in just a moment.
The Henderson Football Booster Club is dedicated to helping the coaches and players and support groups for the Henderson Lions football team. You're always invited to the Booster Club meetings at 6 p.m. each Tuesday at the indoor facility meeting room. Coach Baker will talk about the last game and take a look at the upcoming game. On game night, get your shirts, caps, and other Henderson Lions merchandise and the best food around at the Booster Club concession stand. Supporting the Lions, it's the Henderson Football Booster Club.
And we're back once again with Henderson coach Clay Baker as the Lions take on Kilgore on Friday night. Both teams 4-1, both teams 1-0 in district play, but obviously this has stepped up the competition big time for you. But it is Henderson Kilgore. You guys been pretty excited for this all week?
Yeah, they have. You know, there's been a lot of energy in practice. You know, like you said, it's Henderson Kilgore, and it's installed in our guys from a very young age that when you go against Kilgore, you find a way to win that game regardless of if you're playing baseball, football, basketball, checkers, whatever you're playing, you find a way to beat Kilgore.
How hard is it for you and for the coaching staff this week to not only put in the X's and O's and the game plan and all that kind of stuff, but also deal with the guys between the ears? If things go off the rails early, don't dwell on that. You got to play the next play and keep coming back.
Yeah, and the mental aspect's definitely a large part of it, especially going into a game like this where things could get heated. They have in the past, so you've got to be able to control that. And then you also have to understand, like you said, some plays are going to happen when you play a good football team. They're going to make good football plays. So you got to find a way to overcome those. You got to understand that it's going to be a roller coaster Friday night. That you got to ride that roller coaster and overcome those lows to find a way to get back on top.
Play with emotion, but control the emotion.
Yep, that's exactly right. It's got to be controlled effort, control your emotions. We want you to be excited. We want you to be pumped up. Understand what we got here and the opportunity we got, but we also want you to control that. And to make good decisions and understand your assignment. Not go out and try to do too much. Trust in the guy next to you. Make sure you do your job and trust in that guy beside you to do his job.
Look at all back to last year's Kilgore game film, and or are things that much different this year where you don't even look at that?
No, we definitely looked at it. We've broke down every game from this year, and then we broke down last year's as well. On both sides of the ball, looking at what we did that was successful, and then looking at what they did offensively that was successful, and then looking at what they did defensively that was successful to stop us. So yeah, we've put in a lot of time looking at last year's game film along with this year's.
At this point in time of the season, any personnel changes in any way, shape, or form, or are you just continuing to play? Because you've been playing a lot of guys, so do you just continue to play them and let whoever has the hot hand go with it?
Yep, yeah, that's what it is right now we've got our starting 11 established on both sides of the ball, and it's about finding moments to keep those guys fresh and put other guys in. And then, like you said, if someone does get hot at the time they're in, then you roll that hot hand until they need a break, and then you put your other guy back in.
We talked there a moment ago about the fact that Palestine tried to shut Starling down last week. How much does he take this as a personal challenge in a game like this?
Yeah, he's definitely excited. He's pumped up. He sees this as an opportunity to prove, that he is one of the best running backs in the district. He believes it. We believe it. But you got to be able to go out and do it on the big stage. Big time players got to be able to perform during big time games. And that's one of the things he's looking to go out and prove.
And of course, for him to prove whatever he wants to prove, offensive line has got to prove their mettle, don't they?
Yeah, that's something that we've preached hard with the O-line this week. Their defensive line is very, very good, and there's a lot of talk about how good their defense is and how good their defensive line is, which is deservingly so, but we feel like our offensive line is very good as well. We've challenged those guys to come out and be physical and find a way. In my opinion, we have won the battle in the trenches in these previous 5 games, which has helped us be able to put up the points we have. And so, we've challenged those guys up front to be able to find a way to win that battle again.
And of course, if you're going to go to Kilgore and win a ball game, might as well do it on their homecoming.
Yeah, I saw that. That adds a little bit more fuel to the fire there, but only to be expected.
Well, for you and for so many on this coaching staff, a good old Henderson-Kilgore rivalry game, you know it well.
Absolutely. I've been a part of it, and we've got quite a few coaches that have been a part of it on the other side as well. We've got a couple guys that have played for Kilgore, got a few guys that have played for Henderson, so we got quite a few guys in the office that have been a part of this game.
Nothing like having one of your coaches standing on the sideline singing the opposing team's school song.
Yeah, no, they won't be doing that this Friday. They can love their alma mater, but this Friday they're blue and red.
Very good. Well, the basic thoughts on what you'd like to see Friday night.
Yeah, we want to see our guys go out and compete. We want to see our guys believe in themselves, have some confidence, play fearless, understand the opportunity you do have. You got an opportunity to go out right now and play against one of the best teams in the state of Texas and prove that you also are one of the better teams in the state of Texas. So go out and accept that challenge, play fearless, play with relentless effort, and then you see what happens.
As always, I appreciate the time and all the best in the ball game.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You've been listening to the Henderson Lions Football Coaches Show, presented by the Henderson Football Booster Club. Stay with us now for live coverage of Henderson Lions football, right here on KWRD, an E-Tex Radio Group station.
You can store more stuff in a General Shelter's portable building from Ballou Brothers Portable Buildings and Carports, your authorized General Shelter's dealer. In need of a carport or garage? They've got you covered. Call Ballou Brothers for everyday low prices on General Shelter's portable buildings and carports. Ask about their rent-to-own. Ballou Brothers. See them at Highway 64 in the Loop in Henderson, Texas. Locally owned and operated. Call 903-657-2743 today.
At Cooper First Automotive and Truck Service, you can count on technicians who know your vehicle and repair your vehicle with precise care. Whether it be foreign or domestic, car, truck, or even big rig, Cooper First Automotive and Truck Service will diagnose your problem and seamlessly repair your vehicle's issues. It's time to get that repair done on your vehicle, so be sure to see the pros at Cooper First Automotive and Truck Repair. Check them out at 3486 Highway 79 South in Henderson. Cooper First Automotive is a proud sponsor of Henderson High School sports for the season.
It's time for Henderson Lions football. Henderson Football is a sports presentation of the E-Tex Radio Group and KWRD, with broadcast rights granted by the Henderson Independent School District. Tonight's game is on KWRD 1470 and 98.5 and is being streamed online at KWRD985.com. You can also watch the game on the KWRD Facebook page and the Henderson ISD website. Henderson Football is brought to you by
Ballou Brothers, your General Shelters dealer. J&B Security, Cayman Transport, UT Health Henderson, Howell Recycling, Gas and Supply, Fairway Ford, Griffiths Towing, Randall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, S&N Cleaners, Trophy Wife Metaspa, Management Training Corporation, Ascent Complete Electrical, Crossroads Family Care,
CDL Training Academy, 3MC Construction, Cooper First Automotive, Cabana Sands, Henderson High School Football Booster Club, Palestine Home Center, T-Mobile Henderson.
Now for tonight's game, let's go out to the stadium. Here's Mark McLean.
And from R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium in Kilgore, it is Game 6 of our 2024 season as the Henderson Lions and Kilgore Bulldogs had their annual get-together. I'm Mark McLean. Jason Martin is here on our camera. Ken White is right here on our video production. And this is our UT Health Henderson pregame show. Now, tonight's game features the Henderson Lions at 4-1 on the season, 1-0 in District 9 4A Division I play. Kilgore Bulldogs also 4-1 on the season, 1-0 in district play. After that, the comparisons between the two teams are a little bit different. Lions enjoying a season of growth after winning just 2 games the last year. They already have 4 wins in 2024 and continuing to put up some big numbers week in and week out to gain their confidence. Kilgore coming in here tonight for their homecoming game. They're number 4 ranked team in the state in Class 4A Division I. They have played a tremendous schedule that includes wins over Carthage, White House, Pleasant Grove, and last week Pine Tree. Kilgore averages just over 24 points per ball game, but with their great defense, that 24 points is all they've been needing. Bulldog defense gives up an average of 18 points a contest. Now Henderson comes into tonight's ball game averaging right at 50 points per game, thanks to scoring 62 points in the last 2 games themselves. So it's Henderson's offense against Kilgore defense. We'll see which one blinks first in the ball game tonight. Of course, a great traditional rivalry game, so just about anything can happen with turnovers and penalties and all that factoring into play here tonight. Main thing is that with 4 games remaining, the team who wins this one will certainly be sitting in great shape at the top of the district standings. A beautiful night here at R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium. We are looking at partly cloudy skies, 85 degrees, very light wind at about 5 miles an hour, 40% on the humidity here this evening for this contest between Henderson and Kilgore. Again, the other games that are going on tonight in district play, Chapel Hill, the other team in district that is 1-0 after last week, they're playing at Palestine. Lindale is taking the night off. Now Pine Tree is at Maybank. And again, that is the other game that is going on in addition to this one here tonight. So I can't remember the last time that Pine Tree went out to Maybank for a ball game, if ever. So that ought to be interesting to watch that one here this evening as well. Well, we thank you very much for joining us here for our UT Health Henderson pregame shows. We get set for both teams to make their appearance out here on the field. Again, from a Henderson standpoint, Justin Starling, kind of where it all starts with the running back, the junior, 5'5", 170-pounder, 92 carries, 800 yards, 17 touchdowns on the season. Vince Howard doing a fine job at quarterback, 58 of 82 on the season for 815 yards. He has 5 touchdowns and 3 interceptions on the season. Lamarian Coleman, a big part of the Henderson offense, with his 378-yard reception yards and 4 touchdowns, 150 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns scoring for Coleman on the running end of things. From a Kilgore standpoint, Casey Brooks is their junior quarterback, and he has quite a group to deal with here tonight. Isaiah Waters and Rayshawn Williams, a couple of fine running backs. Javon Towns, Jaden Sanders, LaKeelan Graves, Ja'Cory Walton, Takarian White, Braden Willius, Travis Dixon. Goodness, just a group of wide receivers that he just throws the ball up to them and they go up and get it. And so it's going to be very important for the Henderson defensive backs to handle all that in the contest here tonight. All right, so our pregame show continues here tonight from R.H. St. John Memorial Stadium in Kilgore. UT Health Henderson pregame show. We're going to step aside and take a quick break, and then we'll come back and continue. You're listening and watching on our YouTube page only tonight because of broadband issues here in Kilgore, so just a reminder there. We're not on Facebook, but we are on our KWRD YouTube site. Always, of course, on the radio here at KWRD, and we are back here in just a moment. This is KWRD 1470 98.5.
This is Michelle Hyatt, the owner of Trophy Wife Medi-Spa. Did you know that we now offer weight loss management, including semaglutide and tirzepatide? Experience our new state-of-the-art InMode laser device to make unwanted hair a thing of the past, for scar revision, or for an answer to your rosacea with an IPL treatment. We also offer Botox, dermal filler, and IV therapy. It's time for you, the new you, at Trophy Wife Medi-Spa. Schedule your free consultation at TrophyWifeMedispa.com or call us at 903-930-2493. Financing available.
At UT Health Henderson, you can count on their 24-hour emergency services that are designated as a Level 4 Trauma Center with Level 3 Stroke certification. Be sure to look into their advanced radiologic and diagnostic technologies, including in-depth 3D digital mammography. UT Health Henderson is your gateway to the family birthplace, including free labor, delivery, and recovery rooms, and finally a physician clinic offering family medicine, pediatrics, pain management, general surgical, gastrointestinal, orthopedic, and women's health. UT Health Henderson. See them at uthealthhenderson.com.
Management Training Corporation is hiring. They offer highly competitive pay, excellent promotional opportunities, MTC college tuition reimbursement, paid internships towards a career in substance abuse counseling. MTC offers 401k, health insurance, dental insurance, vision coverage, and finally, paid time off, including holidays. This is the game-changing career you've been looking for. Apply at mtcjobs.com and make the first step of your new career.
T-Mobile has a new store here in Henderson at 2303 US 79 South. T-Mobile's been investing billions to light up their award-winning network, which covers 99% of people in America. And great coverage is just the start, because T-Mobile customers enjoy tons of other benefits. From our price lock guarantee to nonstop streaming to weekly deals and giveaways, switch and see how customers get tons of great benefits to do more of what they love. So check out your new neighborhood store in Henderson at 2303 US 79 South. There's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Coverage not available in some areas. Price lock for qualifying new accounts with eligible service exclusions like taxes and fees apply. See T-Mobile.com for more information.
Back once again here this evening at R.H. St. John Memorial Stadium in Kilgore. It is our UT Health Henderson pregame show, as both teams have made their way out on the field. Henderson in white jerseys tonight with the blue numerals, red trim, the blue pants. Kilgore will be in red jerseys, white numerals, and black pants. And you are just in time for our national anthem. National anthem tonight performed by the Kilgore High School band, and you say, wow, the band sounded really close. You must be close to them. Yes, we are, as a matter of fact. Our broadcast location here tonight for the second time in a row. I've done a lot of games here at St. John Stadium, both for other teams and for Kilgore College. This is twice in a row for Henderson High that I get the pleasure of sitting over here on the visitor side, top row of the stands, about as spacious
captains for the Henderson Lions, number 54
press box area as we could possibly have. So here we are. We are up in the stands here again tonight at Kilgore for a Kilgore Henderson ball game. Didn't expect anything else, and here we are. So spacious. We can stretch out. Ken White can push the buttons over here without hurting anybody. It's all good. Jason's serious. Got the cap off for his video camera work here tonight as the captains meet out at midfield. Nice crowd on hand already here at St. John Memorial Stadium, and more on the way, I'm sure. And wherever you are joining us tonight, either on the radio or on our YouTube site, we thank you very much for doing that as we look out on the field and see that Henderson has won the toss and deferred, so Kilgore will receive to get this contest underway here tonight. But we thank you very much for joining us wherever you may be. I know some of you are local and some of you are far away checking us out on our YouTube site, and of course you can stream us on our radio site as well, KWRD 985. So however you're getting us tonight, we thank you very much for doing that, and we look forward to a good ball game. It's going to be interesting to see from a Henderson standpoint, you know, can they sustain some drives? Can they keep Kilgore off the field offensively? Even though Kilgore's defense is their strong point, Henderson has got to find a way to move the ball on them, maybe score some points, and you know, strange things happen in rivalry games, and tonight's as good a night as any for something strange to happen. So we'll see how it all turns out. If Kilgore, you know, gets in the end zone early and often, it could end up being a long night. But whatever happens, Henderson has got to realize there's still 4 games to go after this. And it could come down to any one of those games. It could very well come down to that final game of the regular season when Henderson goes to Lindale in November to find out who that playoff spot goes to. And so we'll see. You know, Kilgore's still got to play Chapel Hill for the umpteenth time in the last several years. So that'll still happen this season. Pine Tree's in the mix with all these teams. So we will see what happens. About ready to get this contest underway here tonight at RE St. John Memorial Stadium. That's our UT Health Henderson pregame show. For Henderson, Garza will kick off. Javon Towns is back deep to receive. If the ball gets to him, I will be amazed. Usually it's a short, high pooch kick for Eric Garza. He approaches, and we are underway, and it is a very high, short pooch kick. Fair catch is signaled for by Kilgore in a great field position for them, as Kilgore will have the football at their own 48-yard line. But, for Garza, of all of the high pooch kicks he's had, that one might have been the highest and the shortest distance. I wasn't even sure it was going to go 10 yards.
Down Kilgore.
11:59 to go here in this first quarter. We are just underway. They officially mark it at the Kilgore 45-yard line. So that's where the Bulldogs will start play. Kason Brooks is their quarterback. And on the first play from scrimmage, not much going on the play there.
On the carry,
Rayshawn Williams, sophomore running back, on the carry, and he is brought down for a loss of a couple.
On the play makes it second and 12.
Kilgore going right to left. They operate from the hash mark at the far side from where we're sitting here in this first quarter. Brooks, the quarterback, operates from the shotgun. We have movement along the offensive line, and that's going to send Kilgore back 5 more yards.
Ball start, offense, 5-yard penalty, repeat, second down.
So that will move the football back inside the 35. Or inside the 40 to the 38-yard lines where they'll be. So Kilgore looking at a 2nd and 17 situation now. 2 receivers to the near side for the Bulldogs. 2 Two backs in the backfield, and the handoff to the running back straight ahead, up past the 40, up to about the 45-yard line.
Rayshawn Williams.
Again, Rayshawn Williams on the carry.
Number 14, Lamarian Coleman.
Kilgore offensively, Jonathan Barron is their center. Jaden Pastor, Daniel Garcia the guards. Hunter Whipke, Colin Burrows the tackles. Again, Rayshawn Williams starting in the backfield along with Casey Brooks, the quarterback. Two receivers here to the near side. Now a third receiver comes in motion. That's Javon Towns. Quick pass comes near side. Catch is made. Tackle is made at the 47, 48-yard line. Gang tackling for Henderson on the play.
Coming out of the backfield, number 5, Isaiah Waters.
Isaiah Waters on the reception, coming out of the backfield for Kilgore. And it is going to bring up a fourth down situation for Kilgore, and they will have to punt. Eddie Jimenez is their punter and place kicker. For Henderson, Braylon Walker is back deep to receive the punt from Eddie Jimenez. Stands back at his own 35-yard line. Good snap from center. Punt, though, goes straight up and comes over here to the Henderson sideline, and it'll be marked out of bounds. Official will come back down the line on the sideline, and he will step back to the 34-yard line, and that's where Henderson will have it first down. First quarter here tonight to service of Gas and Supply. We have 9:28 to go in this first quarter. No score.
At the Lion 34-yard line, first down.
Henderson first down at their own 34. Get our first look at this Kilgore defense as Justin Starling on the carry, quickly up to the 40-yard line for a quick 6-yard gain. No score just underway here tonight from Kilgore. Again, nice crowd on a beautiful night here at R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium. Henderson quickly back to the line of scrimmage for the next play. Mason Jones on the reception up at the 45-yard line. That will be enough for a Henderson first down.
Number 11, Mason Jones. Tackled by number 10, Jamarian Duncan. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line, first down.
Lions look over to the sideline for the play. Now back to play we go. Hand off to Starling. Starling breaks out of one tackle. Gains a couple of yards after that, but then gang tackled by Kilgore defenders. This Kilgore defense, Jackson Tucker Phillips, Cameron Christian, Willie Mitchell, Wiley Mitchell, all returning starters on that defensive line. LaKaylin Graves, Quinn Reese, Jamarian Duncan, Perrion Graves, linebacking core. Javon Towns, Caitlin Sheffield in the backfield, along with Trey Sanders, Jaden Sanders, as this pass downfield is going to be overthrown all the way down to about the 15-yard line.
Pass 10 by quarterback Vince Howard falls incomplete.
So Vince Howard's pass incomplete. Lions looking at a 3rd and 8 situation at their own 47-yard line. Henderson going left to right as we look at him. Mason Jones split out wide here to the near side of the field from where we're sitting. Jordan Irvin just inside of him as the pass downfield is going to be caught. This one caught at the 45-yard line. That'll be enough for another Henderson first down. Lamarian Coleman on the reception for Henderson. So again for Coleman, Anthony Newman, Mason Jones, Corey Harper, Amari Murphy, get him involved. All those guys need to find a way to contribute and have a big game here tonight if they can. Henderson initially sending 3 receivers here to the near side of the field on first down. Football at the Kilgore 44-yard line. Vince Howard, shotgun snap. He'll pull it down, run with it himself. Gains several yards down to the 40. So quick 5-6 yard gain for Vince Howard on a straight running play.
Vince Howard on the quarterback keeper. Tackle by Jackson Tucker Phillips. Gain of 3 makes it 2nd and 7.
A great crowd on hand here tonight at St. John's Stadium. On the Henderson side and on the Kilgore side, both teams 4-1 on the season as the handoff to Starling, and Starling running over defenders as he gets inside the 40 down to the 35-yard line.
Starling on the carry. Tackle by Kilgore Bulldogs, led by number 4.
And Starling, all 5'5", 170 pounds of him, but it's
make it 3rd down and 2.
It's 170 pounds of muscle for the junior. 17 rushing touchdowns on the season so far. Next play, running play again to Starling. Starling sidesteps a couple of tacklers, got inside the 35 down to about the 33-yard line. Bottled up after that, but he did get enough for another Henderson first down.
Bottom of the pile, number 11, Lavarian Graves.
So inside the 35, football is going to be spotted at about the 33-yard line. Henderson going left to right. Howard motioned across the backfield, little pitch to Coleman. Coleman looking for a block, and he will get inside the 30, down to about the 26-yard line. So the pitch forward, so passing yardage for Vince Howard. Another pass completion to Lamarian Coleman. Sometimes it's a pitch, sometimes it is a straight handoff. And depending on what it is, depends on whether or not it's a pass or not. Here's a pass, man open, and that is going to be caught. But Henderson receiver Coleman, I believe, trying to make a move, actually lost some yardage. So Coleman makes the reception, but then lost some yardage, trying to get away from Kilgore defenders. But he does move the football down to the 22-yard line, and it is a Henderson first down. This Henderson's first offensive drive of the night. Here is Starling. Starling again cuts inside the blocker and quickly is down to the 14-yard line.
Tackle this time by Javon Towns.
Well, these two teams, of course, the big rivalry over the years. I wish I knew what the all-time one-loss thing is here, but I don't exactly know that. As far as the head-to-head competition, as the handoff goes to Starling, and Starling is in the end zone for a 22-yard touchdown run. Well, quite a statement for Henderson on their first offensive possession of the night. Big hole in that offensive line, and with 5:03 to go in this first quarter, Justin Starling picks up the touchdown, his 18th of the season. Ivan Navarro's extra point kick is good. And with 5:03 to go in this first quarter, Henderson takes their opening offensive drive of the night and takes it down the field and scores. It is Henderson 7, Kilgore nothing. We have a timeout on the field. We'll take the break. Back here in just a moment. This is KWRD 1470 98.5.
S&N Cleaners and Laundry Service in Henderson is the only full-service in-house dry cleaners in Rusk County. That means that your clothes stay right where you drop them off. Quick turnarounds for shirts, pants, dresses, suits, and even your bedding like comforters. S&N Cleaners and Laundry for all your dry cleaning and laundry needs. Go see Wayne and his staff for great service and great value. S&N Cleaners, 215 East Fordall in Henderson. See them on Facebook or call 903-657-4545 today.
Randall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram has the Jeep you're looking for. Right now, save big money on a new 2024 Jeep Gladiator Sport S model. Or also save big on a new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo X. Friday Night Lights means great deals on the full line of Jeep vehicles. Hurry in and drive home your new Jeep from Randall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. See them at the Star in Henderson or online at RandallDodgeChryslerJeep.com.
Kicking once again for Henderson.
Eric Garza has the football teed up, ready to kick off for Henderson. Lions lead it by a 7-0 score. Again, it'll be a high pooch kick. That's going to be fair caught by Kilgore at the 40-yard line. So Kilgore, they will start their second drive of the night at their own 40. So they get to start in good field position, but did not move the ball much at all last time around. So before Justin Starling ran 22 yards for that touchdown a moment ago, I was about to tell you that all time, Henderson has a 594, 437, 54 record. Kilgore 592, 377, 30 record. So Kilgore 592 wins all time. Henderson 594 wins all time. So programs that are just very similar in a lot of ways.
Gain of 6 makes it 2nd and 4.
The first down gain for Kilgore of 6 yards. 2nd and 4 for Kilgore. As again, the football will be at their own 46-yard line. Here's a running play right down the middle of the field. On the carry is going to be Isaiah Waters, a 6-foot, 190-pound junior running back. Anthony Newman on the tackle for Henderson.
First down, Kilgore.
One thing about it also, it's not enough that so many things compare. There are a lot of juniors on this Kilgore team, just like there's a bunch of juniors on the Henderson team. Junior quarterback, Waters is a junior, Williams is a sophomore in the backfield. As here, it's going to be a fake handoff. A pass comes near side. Catch made by Jaden Sanders. Sanders, fortunately, he's a senior, 6'2 senior, and he makes the grab down to the 31-yard line. That'll be about a 10, 11-yard gain. Well, 9, okay. And it'll be 2nd and 1 for Kilgore. Kilgore going right to left as we look at them. First quarter, a service of Gas and Supply. It is the CDL Training Academy broadcast booth, the biggest broadcast booth we could possibly have here in the up top row of the stands here at St. John Stadium. Brooks back to pass downfield. It's going to be intercepted. Pass intercepted at the 20-yard line. Moving back down the far side of the field. I believe that's going to be Newman on the interception. Anthony Newman with the interception for Henderson and a fine return, and he is going to move it all the way back down to, see where they finally mark it, at the 25-yard line. So Henderson is going to have the football in great field position at the Kilgore 25. 3:06 to go here in this first quarter of play. Henderson offense makes their way back out on the field. Lions lead it by a 7-0 score. Henderson will put Starling in a slot all the way out here to the near sideline, as Howard will just pull it down and run with it himself. Gang tackled right there at the line of scrimmage by this Kilgore defense. Of course, Henderson, coached by Clay Baker, the 2004 Henderson grad in his second year as the head coach.
Gain of 2 makes it 2nd and 8.
6-9 record at Henderson, 49-26 overall in his years at Carlisle and now Henderson. Clint Fuller is the fourth-year head coach at Kilgore. His record at Kilgore, 37-9. As we go back to play, quick pass out to the far side of the field. Catch made for Henderson. Kilgore defense surrounds Mason Jones in a hurry, but Jones made the grab.
Tackled by several of the Bulldogs, led by number 13, Dre Sanders.
Football is going to be spotted at the 18-yard line. One thing about being here in the stands, we don't get a real good angle at what yard line it is as they get further down to that end of the field. Here's a handoff to Starling. Starling trying to get us around his own offensive lineman. Got stumbled up there just a little bit right at the line of scrimmage. 7-0 Henderson lead. We have 1:40 to go here in this first quarter.
Short of the line of the game will make it 4th down and 1.
Special thanks to Capco Contractors in Henderson for being proud sponsors of Henderson Lions Sports. Thank them very much. Next play for Henderson. Howard turns, hands off. Starling breaks the line of scrimmage and will get inside the 15, down to about the 13-yard line. I believe they're going to mark him even as far down as the 11. And it is a Henderson first down. 2 receivers far side, 2 to the near side here for Henderson. Handoff to Starling. And again, Starling running hard, running right into that big defensive line. Tucker Phillips, Cameron Christian, 285 and 265 pounds.
Brought down by Jamarian Duncan.
Jamarian Duncan, senior middle linebacker, credited with that stop.
Gain of 2.
Clock runs, 28 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 19 seconds on the play clock, so Henderson, unless they're going to call for a timeout, they really do need to run one play here to finish out the quarter. 2nd and 8. Motion across the backfield. Handoff to Starling. Starling jumps a couple of defenders and will get some more yardage inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line. And that will be the final play of this first quarter. Henderson faithful very happy with what they have seen so far in this ball game here tonight to District 9 4A Division I action here at R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium in Kilgore. At the end of the first quarter, it is Henderson 7, Kilgore nothing. We'll step aside, take a break. We are back here in just a moment on KWRD 1470 98.5.
Want to put some jingle in your jeans? The pros at Howell Recycling got you covered. They buy car bodies, tin, iron, lead, batteries, aluminum cans, aluminum material, brass, radiators, as well as copper. So if your yard, shed, or garage needs a cleaning, keep Howell Recycling at the forefront of your mind because they pay top dollar for the things you have little or no use for. Howell Recycling, 3038 County Road, 205 North in Henderson. Call 903-392-8140. Howell Recycling, proud sponsors of Henderson Lions Sports.
The Henderson Football Booster Club is dedicated to helping the coaches and players and support groups for the Henderson Lions football team. You're always invited to the Booster Club meetings at 6 p.m. each Tuesday at the indoor facility meeting room. Coach Baker will talk about the last game and take a look at the upcoming game. On game night, get your shirts, caps, and other Henderson Lions merchandise and the best food around at the Booster Club concession stand. Supporting the Lions, it's the Henderson Football Booster Club.
Back here at St. John Memorial Stadium in Kilgore. Martin McLean, Jason Martin, Ken White, we are all here, top row of the stands on a beautiful night, so we have no problem being here. Sitting amongst the red and blue clad Henderson faithful here on the visitor sideline. And as we start this second quarter, a service of Cayman Transport. Football is at the 5-yard line. Henderson leads it by a 7-0 score, and here is Coleman on a reverse. Coleman going far side, and Coleman into the end zone for the Henderson touchdown. Lamarian Coleman with his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. It's a 5-yarder on the very first play of the second quarter. 11:53 to go in the second quarter. And Henderson, in all honesty, they're not doing anything we haven't seen the last 2 or 3 weeks, as Ivan Navarro's extra point kick is up and good. So the Lions are not doing anything we haven't seen. Somehow Kilgore defense has not gotten ready for this here just yet. 14-0 Henderson. That is our score, as we'll just hang on to it right here for the time being. All right, so I know I brought this up here a minute ago. Kenneth Thor, thank you very much. I'm just wondering, though, how current is this? Your picture kind of cut off at the bottom there, so I don't know how current this is with a Henderson 32-51-6 all-time versus Kilgore record. Is that as of this year? Was that 10 years ago? Help me out, Kenneth. But I appreciate the info. I'll steal all that from you one of these days. Henderson gets set for their kickoff. Garza to kick off. 14-0. Henderson leads it. Going to see if Henderson can maintain this. See if Kilgore can get their act together and become the 4th-ranked team of the state that they were an hour ago.
Fair catch called for
high pooch kick. Fair catch taken by Kilgore. And so with 11:53 to go in this second quarter, Kilgore's going to have the football for the 3rd time tonight. And the Bulldogs will start the drive at their own 33-yard line. So Kilgore has started their drives tonight at their own 45, their own 40, and now their own 33.
Keep it up, D!
On first down, running play coming near side, and the ball carrier is gang tackled by Henderson defenders for a loss back to the 27-yard line. Rayshawn Williams, a sophomore, on the carry.
Isaiah Vasquez.
And for Henderson, Isaiah Vasquez was just one of many in on that tackle.
2nd and 16.
Loss of 6 on the play for Kilgore. Going to move the football back to the 27-yard line. 11:22 to go here in this first half. Second quarter, a service of Cayman Transport. And before the play starts, officials stop play for just a moment, I think, to get a player off the field. Jim Cranford, our referee in tonight's ball game, set the rest of the officials for you here in just a moment. As on the next play, here's Brooks, back to pass, launches one downfield. Catch, I think, was made right in front of the Kilgore bench.
Number 8, Rayshawn Williams, falls incomplete.
Nope, it was incomplete on a pass intended for Williams. Henderson had good defense on the play, but it again happened right in front of the Kilgore bench. Top Line Rental in Henderson, locally owned and operated, specializing in commercial, residential, and industrial rental equipment. Be sure and see them on the Carthage Highway, half-mile past the Star. You can always check them out at toplinerental.com. Top Line Rental, proud sponsors of Henderson Lions Sports. MW Construction specializes in ponds, roads, house pads, and driveways. You can give them a call at 903-932-0096. MW Construction, also proud sponsors of Henderson Lions Sports, and we thank all of our sponsors for what they do for us. Again, Harley, there was a breeze earlier when we first got here to set up. That breeze has kind of gone away, so there's hardly any wind at all here tonight. But again, a beautiful night as Kilgore, next play. Launching it downfield is Brooks, and this one is overthrown, intended for LaKeelan Graves. Graves, though, he was being guarded closely on the play. Walker was back there with him.
Graves falls incomplete.
Also, Trey Sanders back there defending for Henderson. So defense is playing well, offense is playing very well, and Henderson leads this ball game by a 14-0 score. I didn't stutter. Henderson leads the ball game 14-0. 10:49 to go here in this first half. Eddie Jimenez will have the ball go over his head. Jimenez inside the 5, and he is going to be blasted at the 5-yard line, or at the 2-yard line, by a Henderson player as the snap over his head, and Jimenez nearly got dismembered back there. Varian Williams on the hit, and it is going to be Henderson football at the Kilgore 2-yard line. 10:44 to go in this first half. Well, in these rivalry games, things happen. And a lot of times it's things that you weren't expecting.
Clock's running, go!
Big check mark next to the wasn't expecting this, but you knew it could happen. Vince Howard and the Henderson offense out on the field at the Kilgore 2-yard line. Shotgun snap, handoff, Starling. Starling puts his head down, and Starling is in the end zone for a 2-yard touchdown run. One play drive for Henderson, and Henderson has scored every time they've had the football tonight. 10:39 to go here in this second quarter. Freeman on to hold. Extra point kick for Navarro is up and good. And after Starling's touchdown run of 2 yards, his 19th of the season, and Henderson leads this ball game 21-0 with 10:39 to go here in this second quarter. Well, we're going to step aside here for just a moment. Come back with the Henderson kickoff. That'll be coming your way here in just a moment. This is KWRD 1470 98.5.
Palestine Home Center has a home that will exactly fit your family and your budget. If you've been shopping and can't find what you've been looking for at the right price or get financial approval, it's time to see the experts at Palestine Home Center. They have prices on Texas-built quality homes that are kicking the competition to the curb. Their price can't be beat. Their product can't be beat. They set up and take care of their customers. It's the place to go for your mobile home in East Texas. Palestine Home Center, 8048 Highway 79, 903-914-2159.
Griffiths Towing, fast, reliable towing solutions for all vehicles, heavy-duty trucks, tractor trailers, and big equipment. Whether it's roadside rescue or assistance, vehicle recovery, or vehicle and equipment transport, call Griffiths Towing. Avid sponsors of local sports in the community they live in, and always available to help with friendly 24-hour service and roadside assistance. If you can wreck it, get it stuck, or stall it, Griffiths Towing can haul it. Griffiths Towing, 903-947-6437.
10:39 to go here in this first half. Henderson kickoff. Kilgore with a fair catch at the 27-yard line, 26-yard line. As with each kickoff, Henderson is kicking it just a little bit deeper. And Kilgore, they continue to fair catch them. That one certainly was returnable, but Kilgore went for the fair catch. And here we are. First down, Kilgore at their own 26-yard line as the fans continue to make their way in here to St. John Stadium. Henderson, 21-0 lead. Here's Kilgore. They have done nothing offensively, and they start this drive off with a very short gain, if any at all. Isaiah Waters on the carry for the Bulldogs.
No gain on the play.
Again for Kilgore. I surely don't think that Kilgore and Clint Fuller would let his team look ahead any. They do have Chapel Hill next week, and again, they've played Chapel Hill like 20 times in the last 3 years. But I can't imagine that they would be looking ahead to Chapel Hill next week. And when you do that, you find yourself behind 21-0. Here is a quick pass
Jaden Sanders
out to the far side of the field. Jaden Sanders on the reception for Kilgore. And it's a Kilgore first down at the 40-yard line. And if I'm not mistaken, that might be Kilgore's first down in this game. So at their own 40, Kilgore going left to right as we look at them. Brooks, the junior quarterback, shotgun snap, handoff to Waters, and Waters wrapped up immediately. Might have pulled the defender forward a couple of yards. Defensively and on the play for Henderson.
Stopped initially by number 5, Jordan Irvin.
Let's see here.
By number 26, Isaiah Vasquez.
A couple of players in there that I don't think I have on the roster here, but football ends up at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 6. Here's a running play coming near side to Waters. Waters trying to get around the end. Coleman finally brings him down on the tackle. Henderson faithful in front of us over here, calling for a holding on the edge against Kilgore. No call there. And it's another Kilgore first down at the Henderson 45. Second quarter, a service of Cayman Transport here in the spacious confines of CDL Training Academy broadcast booth. 2 receivers far side of the field. Now one comes across the backfield in motion as the pass goes far side. Catch is made immediately by Jaden Sanders.
Brooks pass complete again.
Good pass for Brooks. Threw it right where his receiver was going to be. And he got there.
Now spotted at the line, 35-yard line. First down, Kilgore.
Another first down for Kilgore as they have come out and had a much better drive this time around. Drive that started back at their own 26. It's at the Henderson 35. Here's Brooks. Fake to pass, now trying to run it outside, and he is gang tackled at the 34-yard line, right in front of the Kilgore bench on the far side of the field. Bulldog Built is custom metal fabrication and double diamond flatbed dealer. If you can dream it, they can build it. Give Jeff a call at 903-353-4703. Tarpworks goes along with that. They build tarps that are as tough as the customers that use them. Call them at 903-657-8987 for Tarpworks. Brooks back to pass, launches it downfield. Henderson defender tipped it away. Nicely done on a single man-on-man coverage over in the far corner.
Jaden Sanders goes incomplete, break up by number 16.
Beautiful job defensively for Henderson. Amaz Jackson, a sophomore, on the man-on-man coverage, and he tipped that ball away at the last second. Football at the Henderson 33-yard line. It is a 3rd down 8 situation for Kilgore. Brooks, the quarterback, has him set, takes a snap, drops back to pass, has some pressure, throws it away. Trying to get a pass over to the far side, but he just threw that one away to Carrion White, the intended receiver.
We'll bring up 4th down.
4th down situation for Kilgore. A little too far, I think, for a field goal attempt. And so trailing 21-0. I would be pretty sure that Clint Fuller, head coach, Jay Dean and TJ Gillenhall, the co-offensive coordinators, going for it here on 4th. Brooks back to pass, launching it downfield, and this one incomplete. Over the head of one Henderson defender. And then through the hands of the receiver, incomplete. Corey Harper was the defender for Henderson that reached up there and might have blocked the view of that football from the intended receiver. And so Henderson is going to take over on downs after the defensive stop. Offense has done their part. Now the defense does theirs on Kilgore's best drive of this first half. Henderson football at their own 33-yard line. Henderson has scored every time they've had the ball so far. Here's a pitch to Coleman. Coleman got wrapped up and stopped for a loss there. Good job for Kilgore. They had that one play really figured out that time around.
Tackled by number 11.
Coming over to make the play, Laparian Graves, senior linebacker for Kilgore.
Loss of 2 makes it 2nd and 12.
Come on, guys.
Lost back to the 30-31 yard line. 2nd and 12, Henderson. Coleman, or pass for Howard downfield, intended for Coleman, but incomplete, hit the turf at the 40-yard line. But for classic vintage finds, see the folks at Elk Street Treasures at 107 East Elk Street in Henderson. You can always give them a call, 903-508-8678. Shawnee Air Conditioning and Heating, trusted service since 1966. 903-657-5290 is their number for Shawnee Air Conditioning and Heating, proud sponsors of Henderson Lions sports. Jordan Irvin goes in motion on the next play as Howard back to pass, pulls it down, runs with it, sidesteps a tackler, and then Vince Howard is just blasted. Penalty flags come flying in from all directions on that hit at the 40-yard line. Howard was the first to jump right back up, and then the flags came flying in. One of our very few, if not maybe our first flag of the night. Jim Cranford, our referee, James Ross, the umpire. Head linesman Rick Myers, Fabian Hubbard, line judge, Scott Satterfield, back judge, Dietrich Cheatham, side judge, Eddie Reekworth, field judge. We'll get the call here from Jim Cranford in just a moment once they figure it all out, I guess. Again, nice run for Vince Howard as he was getting tackled. He got hit hard. Guess we'll have to figure out if it was a targeting or personal foul or what it is.
Targeting, defense, non-disqualified. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
So, a non-disqualifying targeting call against the Kilgore defender that made that tackle. 15-yard penalty is going to move the football into Kilgore territory to the 44-yard line. Henderson Lions lead it over the Kilgore Bulldogs 21-0 with 6:28 to go here in this first half. Henderson first down at the Kilgore 44. Howard on a pitch back to Justin Starling. Starling looking for some running room, and he got a little bit, and then he really got hit and bent back.
Here comes the Chiefs, Josh. You better be ready.
At the 43-yard line.
Justin Starling.
Keep your head, boys. Keep your head.
Tackled by several Bulldogs. No gain on the play. Makes it 2nd down.
So football will stay at the 44-yard line. Trailing 21-0. Kilgore defense is getting a little freewheeling with their hits and gang tackling and all that sort of thing. We'll see how our referee handles some of this before it gets out of hand here tonight. 5.5 and counting here in this first half. Football at the Kilgore 42, 2nd and 8 for Henderson. As soon as the ball was snapped, Whistle blew. Not sure if we have a delay or an offsides or what we have here.
Ball start, 18 on the offense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat the down.
False start penalty against Henderson is going to move the football back 5.
Roll the clock. Roll the clock.
Again tonight, elsewhere in District 9 4A Division 1. In addition to this one, Chapel Hill is playing at Palestine. Pine Tree is at Maybank in the other games tonight. Here's a pass and a tip and an interception as the pass intended for Jordan Irvin went right off his hands into the defender's hands.
Number 5, Jordan Irvin. Intercepted by number 10, Jamarian Duncan.
On the interception for Kilgore, Jamarian Duncan, that is his 3rd interception of the season. So first turnover here tonight for Henderson, and with 5:09 to go in this first half, Kilgore football at their own 39-yard line. On first down, Brooks hands off, running play straight ahead, and trying to get away and just unable to, the Kilgore ball carrier. Rashawn Williams on the carry. He was hit and then gang tackled by Henderson defenders.
Gain of 3 makes it 2nd and 7.
4:47 to go here in this first half. 21-0. Henderson lead. Kilgore football at the 42-yard line. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side for Kilgore. Brooks takes a snap from center, rolls out, now looks downfield, and he is going to be brought down from behind. Henderson defender had him around the jersey.
Quarterback keeper, tackle from behind by number 5, Jordan Irvin.
That was Jordan Irvin in on the tackle. Football back to the 41-yard line. It is 3rd and 8 for Kilgore. Football at the near side hash mark as we look at them from the visiting side stands, bleachers here at St. John Memorial Stadium. Motion across the backfield. Brooks, quick pass, far side, wide receiver screen that is going to net Kilgore a first down in Henderson territory at the 49-yard line.
Excuse me, Jaden Sanders.
Jaden Sanders, 6'2 senior on the reception. And he was able to come underneath another wide receiver who was blocking for him out there. And able to make that first down for Kilgore. Still on the Kilgore side of midfield at the 49-yard line. Kason Brooks, the quarterback, single back in the backfield with him. He will hand it off. Williams on the carry, and Rashawn Williams quickly down inside the 45, down to the Henderson 42-yard line. DeCaleb Pelham
makes it 2nd and 1.
Comes on the field for Henderson. Bryce Witcher will take a breather. In Henderson, rode white jerseys tonight with the blue numerals, red trim, got the blue pants and the blue helmets. Kilgore, home red jerseys, white numerals, black pants, red helmets. Next play. Fake handoff, back to pass, and football is loose at midfield. We'll see how that one turns out, as back to pass was Kason Brooks, and he got pressure from all sides of Henderson defenders. Ball came loose, and somehow I think Kilgore was able to get back on the ball.
Trent Turley.
So Henderson playing solid offense, playing swarming defense.
The 50-yard line makes it 3rd down and 9.
Football back to the 50. 3rd and 9 situation for Kilgore. 2 receivers near side, 2 to the far side for the Bulldogs. Shotgun snap. Brooks back to pass, trying to set up a screen. Screen is complete to Williams. Williams sidesteps the first tackler, and it'll be an interesting spot to see if he made the first down or not. Boy, Henderson defender had him as soon as he caught the ball, and Rayshon Williams, a fine sophomore running back, able to put the move on him and get around him. Not going to be enough, though, for the first down. It is going to be stopped at the Henderson 43. Going to bring up 4th and a long 2, almost 3 for Kilgore. 1:25 to go here in this first half. First half, second quarter, service of Cayman Transport. On 4th and a long 2, Kilgore lines up to go for it, and then Kilgore calls for a timeout. Quite the first half here at R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium on Kilgore's homecoming game, no less. Henderson 21, Kilgore nothing. 4th down play. Big one coming up here in just a moment. We'll step aside for the break. Be right back on KWRD 1470 98.5.
If you live in a rural area, you also know that the power can go out for days or even weeks after a storm. Not only do you need your propane for heating, cooking, you need it for your generator. So if you're already set up for propane or would like to know more, call Gas and Supply. We can fill the large tanks for your home and farm, even have propane tanks available for lease. We can also fill up your gas grill cylinders. Call Gas and Supply 903-657-9166. 903-657-9166.
1 minute, 14 seconds to go here in this first half of play. Back here at R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium in Kilgore, Mark McLean, Jason Martin, Ken White on our video production on our KWRD YouTube channel only tonight.
We return to play. It's 4th down.
But we thank you for joining us. Hope you found us there or wherever else you've been able to get us on 4th down. It is a quick pass. It is going to be low to the ground. Officials are going to say it is a completed pass to the far side. That's Travis Dixon on the reception. So Dixon makes a sliding catch at the 35-yard line, and it is a Kilgore first down. So on first down, Brooks back to pass. Fires a pass intended for Williams coming out of the backfield, but that was just way too hard for Williams or anybody else to catch for that matter.
Pass goes incomplete, makes it 2nd and 10. 59.5 seconds to play.
21-0 Henderson. Lions scored the first 3 times they had the football tonight. Very impressive. Now you have to keep it up the second half. Here again is a quick pass downfield. Brooks, intended receiver, was going to the ground but couldn't make the grab.
3rd down and 10.
I believe that was Waters, the intended receiver. I'll check that. Javon Towns, the intended receiver, who couldn't come up with it for Kilgore. Brings up a 3rd and 10 situation at the 34-yard line. Brooks, shotgun snap, quick pass. Again, that underneath screen. Henderson has it defensed nicely this time. Short gain, if any, down to about the 33-yard line. Might have gained a yard or 2 at best.
Come on, guys!
Same play that they got a first down on a few moments ago. This time, Henderson defense swarms them from all directions. Kilgore, I think, called another timeout with 33 seconds to go here in this first half. It's going to be a 4th down situation.
Please reset the clock. 37 seconds.
Well, they're putting 4 seconds back on the clock at 37 seconds. Be interesting to see from a Kilgore standpoint. It's like 4th and 9, almost 10. Do you try and get your first down, or do you just go for the home run ball in the end zone? I am really surprised that Kilgore has not just let Brooks, throw up a high pass. They've done this to so many other folks, Pleasant Grove especially, earlier in the season, where he would just throw it up to a point, let his receiver out-jump the defender.
37 seconds to play in the half.
And I'm surprised they haven't tried that yet tonight.
4th down and 10.
Maybe they will here. It is 4th and 10 for Kilgore, and now I believe Henderson will call for a timeout. 37 seconds to go here in the first half. Of course, just like last week with Palestine, it had been a while since Henderson had defeated Palestine. Well, 2018 is the last time that Henderson defeated Kilgore, 28-7 on that particular night. Since then, Kilgore has won 34-33, 61-3, 35-34, 42-21, and last year 46-17. Of course, I'm sure Jason over there remembers the 2017 season when Henderson beat Kilgore in the regular season play, 31-23, then had to go over to Pine Tree and beat them in a playoff game, 20-14. I think I may have exhausted all of my history lessons tonight. 37 seconds to go, 4th down, Kilgore. Back to pass, here comes the pressure. Brooks throws it downfield toward the end zone. Incomplete, knocked away at the goal line. Again, it was man-to-man coverage. Not exactly the kind of pass play I was thinking of. That was more of a line drive attempt. Brooks, a lot of times, he just throws it, rainbows it down to the end zone and lets his receiver go up and get it. This time was more of a line drive pass attempt. 30 seconds to go here in this first half. Coming up at halftime, our Fairway Ford halftime show. Of course, Henderson Band, Line Drill Team will have their performance for you. David Schultz, Henderson ISD. We'll be talking with him a little bit about some things that are going on in the district. So all of that is coming up at halftime as Vince Howard takes a snap from center, takes a knee, and this should be a couple of interesting locker rooms to be in at halftime here tonight. Clay Baker and his staff need to keep this momentum going for Henderson. Don't give up, don't let up in the second half, and make something really special happen here tonight. On the other hand, Clint Fuller and his coaching staff, they've got to find a way to get their team's attention. 4th-ranked team in the state, trailing here tonight, 21-0 here at halftime. All right, we're going to step aside here for just a moment, and then we'll be right back with our halftime performance for the Henderson Band. And we will have that here for you in just a moment. Once again, our halftime score is Henderson 21, Kilgore 0. Back here in just a moment. This is KWRD 1470 98.5.
At Crossroads Family Care, health-related services are available to the local community, regardless of age or socioeconomic status. We provide physicals, full lab services, vision and hearing, pediatrics, dental, and behavioral health care. With 3 convenient locations in Mount Enterprise, Palestine, and Henderson. Call us today to schedule your appointment. 903-392-8203.
338! What does fall, football, and Fairway Ford have in common? A great way to get to the game. At Fairway Ford, they have a large selection of new and pre-owned cars and trucks that'll dazzle the eye. And there's one there just waiting for you. Come check out the rebates, the incentives, and the awesome financing available. You'll come out a winner. Ford builds them, but Fairway Ford makes the difference. Fairway Ford in Henderson. Look for the sign on 79.
Ascent Complete Electrical Service, a new name but a familiar face. Robert Cloutier has been serving folks in Henderson and surrounding communities for 15 years. Let Robert put his years of expertise in lighting, service, troubleshooting, remodeling, and new construction to work for you. Call now for free estimates with special pricing on standby generator systems from Generac, the most trusted name in whole house generators. Ascent Complete Electrical Service, 903-812-0732.
Cayman Transport of Henderson is hiring owner-operators for hauling boxes, belly dump, pneumatic, and flatbed trailers. They offer competitive rates and lease fees, fuel cards, and favorable routes that keep you working in either West Texas, South Texas, or East Texas and Western Louisiana, whichever region is nearest your home. You work hard. Why not work for a local company that works hard for you? Apply at CaymanTransport.com or call Cayman Transport 903-392-5531.
Cabana Sam's has over 20 years of custom pool building experience with above or below ground pools, spillover spas, and even waterfalls. They can install slides, jumping stones, LED lighting, and full pool liner replacements, and they provide pool service and maintenance to keep your pool or spa sparkling clean and running properly. For those do-it-yourselfers, Cabana Sam's carries Pool Life products and their 3-step system. Call Cabana Sam's to schedule your pool maintenance or to build that dream pool or spa. 1007 Highway 259 South in Henderson, 903-657-9113. It's Cabana Sam's.
3MC Construction is your golden ticket for that concrete job. Driveways, house slabs, walkways, and stairways. 3MC is a full-service contractor from dirt work to concrete to metal buildings to steel homes. Look no further than 3MC Construction. Dirt work is one of the most important aspects of any construction project. It is the base on which everything else is built. Call 3MC Construction today at 903-658-0828 or online at 3mcconstruction.com.
R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium in Kilgore. That is where we are located on this particular Friday night for Kilgore's homecoming, and Henderson has come to spoil the party if they can.
Ladies and gentlemen,
spoiling it so far, 21-0 Henderson. That is our halftime score. This is our Fairway Ford halftime show, and as the Henderson band takes the field under the direction of Craig Haney, we'll get you all set here for their halftime performance. Again, David Chenault will join us for a halftime interview here in just a little bit. But right now, we'll go down to the field and the Henderson Lions band and our halftime performance.
This is before they play. This is the 91st game they played twice this year, so it'll be 51, 33, and 6. This is the Kilgore Herald, and this is for 2 years ago before they played the 22 games. They played 22 and 23, Kilgore went up the road, so it'll be 51, 33, and 6. Kilgore. See if that adds up to 91. 33, and 6.
Hey, you're about to lose your ball.
That was the 89th meeting of 23rd. Should be 90.
Hey, one of your friends made it.
They won that game. That was the 89th. And that was the 98th.
I just looked up.
Today's 90. This is 90.
I did not.
This from Kilgore Herald. They played 90 times before that. So that's from Kilgore Herald. 2 years ago before the 22 game, and they won 22-23. I googled this. There's discrepancy. There's some different. There's like the Tyler paper only shows like 86 leagues or something like that. So this paper says there's some discrepancy to this script. And I had been at the worst thing about 7 years ago. Started about 16. I used to put it in the paper every year. I know you're about that. Harris. That's what I had that. There was some addition. We thought for 16, but get the max grant after 16,
too. Right now we're tied for first.
Tell if it was cars or if it cut off half the page.
Right.
That's the question. That was wrong, or can I hang out and sit
I'm scared to move.
Christina.
is the Henderson High School Linettes. Please put your hands together for these ladies as they perform a prom routine to KC and the Sunshine Band 1977 hit, Boogie Shoes. Ladies and gentlemen, entering the field is the award-winning Henderson High School Line Pride Majorettes. Please watch and listen as they perform this evening to the Sam and Dave hit, Hold On, I'm Coming. The Henderson High School Majorettes are under the direction of Mrs. Paige Kitt. The Twirlers, the Linettes are under the direction, lost it, Monica Hastrel and Addison Pope. There we go.
Our Fairway Ford halftime show continues here tonight at R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium in Kilgore. Once again, our halftime score is Henderson 21, Kilgore nothing. We will recap the first half in scoring and have all of that for you here in just a few minutes. But we also have a halftime interview that we're going to get to here in just a moment. And also, Jason has been kind enough to give me some scores to pass along here. Carthage leading San Benito tonight. You know where they're playing? Bay City. Bay City. Carthage leading that one 49-0 over San Benito out of the Valley. Jacksonville leads Hallsville 10-7. Chapel Hill has a 7-0 lead over Palestine at the half. Does not surprise me. Palestine always plays Chapel Hill tough. Pine Tree 14-0 lead over Maybank at halftime. So all these games a little closer than thought here tonight in District 9 4A Division 1. All right, we're going to step aside here, take a quick break, come back with our Fairway Ford halftime show, Blue Brothers halftime interview. David Chenault will join us, talk some Henderson ISD stuff, and we'll do that here in just a moment. Again, 21-0 Henderson. That is our halftime score, and we are back here in just a moment. This is Henderson football on KWRD 1470 98.5.
You can store more stuff in a General Shelters portable building from Blue Brothers Portable Buildings and Carports, your authorized General Shelters dealer. In need of a carport or garage? They've got you covered. Call Blue Brothers for everyday low prices on General Shelters portable buildings and carports. Ask about their rent to own. Blue Brothers. See them at Highway 64 in the Loop in Henderson, Texas. Locally owned and operated. Call 903-657-2743 today.
And our halftime interview here tonight is again a service of the good folks at Blue Brothers. Had a chance to check in with David Chenault again this week from Henderson ISD, find out what's going on, as David is surprised to know we are right in October.
Can you believe it's October? This is crazy. I'm telling you, the school year, the year is flying by. It's and I know that, I mean, that's kind of cliche. I know it always is happening like that, but it just seems like you turn around and suddenly it's October. But no, we're doing great. We're rolling through the year, wrapping up our first 9 weeks actually, and then starting the second one. It's hard to believe that we're halfway through the first semester.
Because in all honesty, once the school year gets underway, it is all kind of on schedule, I don't want to say routine, but the schedule starts coming at you fast.
Yeah,
it's constant.
Yeah, I mean, from all the calendar dates that get set a year earlier, I mean, you pretty much know what's coming and what's coming up next. There's always surprises along the way, which makes things interesting. But no, it's pretty much all scripted out for you. It's just taking things one after the other. So no, it's been a good first 7-8 weeks, and rolling into the half the semester. We are excited that fall break is just about a week and a half away, and take a nice respite from the school day for a few days. And I know a lot of families, especially younger kids, take off on vacation for a few days, get to go places where other places are still in school, and so it's kind of nice to hit some of those vacation places, or just to hang out a little bit without all the crowds and everything in summertime. So the weather looks like it's shaping up to be really nice as well. So we're looking forward to that.
So again, that fall week thing.
Fall break.
The fall break. That's an entire week out.
Yes, right? Yes. That's the 14th through the 18th.
And like you say, for the younger students, that may be a cool thing to get away and do something.
Yeah.
But for the older ones, especially those in extracurriculars, they're busy because October's a busy month, isn't it?
October gets to be real busy, and it's always hard to coordinate all those kind of things, and make sure that things get scheduled. We have the Lion Pride Band marching contest is the week of fall break, so that Saturday morning at the end of fall break on the 19th is actually when their contest is. So those band kiddos get the weekend, the first weekend in a few days, and then they got to be back to start practicing. Obviously, the football team's going to be practicing that week some too. So there's it's not a total week off, especially for older kids, as you mentioned, those in extracurricular activities and those kind of things. But it is still a break from having to get up early in the morning every morning and be at school at 7:30.
Mention the band. It's fascinating to watch them from week to week at the ball games, at the halftime of the football games, because each week it seems like they get better and better each week, and the routine that they're getting ready for contest. And hopefully come contest day, they'll be on their A game.
Absolutely. You want to peak right at the right time. It's just like a football team. You want to make sure that you don't peak too early and you get everything going. They've done a great job so far. They were on the field, of course, last week and did great. And so we're looking forward to another good run this year at competition. This is the year where they can advance on. So we wish them all the best, and we'll see how things go on the 19th.
Okay. So band kids have got a busy month coming up. Football's doing their thing. Volleyball's doing their thing. So while the younger kids will enjoy that fall break, the middle school and especially the high school kids, they got a lot of things to do.
Yeah. I mean, they got some stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff happening, actually. This week is interesting. We've had our PSATs. PSAT was taken yesterday by our sophomores and juniors, or our juniors, I believe, yesterday.
And that is?
The PSAT. It's the pre-SAT test. The ACT, the SAT, college readiness exams, the things that you take before you go out to college and get your scores. Well, the PSAT is a real important one, especially for juniors and folks, because you take that to see if you can qualify for National Merit Scholar, and there's a lot of scholarship opportunities attached to that.
Because there's a lot that, and you might try and explain this a little bit, like even University of Texas,
right?
Heard here recently where they've even upped their requirement, where you've got to be like in the top 5 or 6% of your class to even be considered for that.
Well, that's for automatic admissions. Now, so state schools in Texas law have always had an automatic admissions policy, and most of them, for a long time, it was all 10%. So if you were in the top 10% of your class, then you had a guaranteed admissions to one of the, a state school somewhere. So you didn't have to go you went through the process, but you weren't going to be denied. It was a kind of an automatic admission. The problem is, obviously, UT, Texas A&M, some of our bigger state schools are so large that taking 10% of the top 10% of every and a lot of kids are choosing state schools and choosing those state schools to go to. One reason being, even though the cost of college is going up through the roof, it's not going up as fast at some of those state schools as it is at some of the private institutions around, and so more students are choosing those state schools. But and because of that, you've just got so many incoming freshmen every year, and it's just hard to manage those. So I heard that too. I read that article as well. The UT is kind of upping it to decreasing it. I can't. They went to 6% or something like that. Yeah. So I believe the other schools are at 8. Some of them are at 8% now too. So it's something that you're seeing across the area. But the thing is that the better you can do on your ACT, the better you can do on the SAT. PSAT is a practice test for that, or a pre-test for that. The better you're going to do. That's kind of setting the gauge, setting the bar, and letting colleges know where you are. Now, you don't have to just take it once. That's a nice thing about it. It's not like an end of course exam or something that you get one shot at it and that's it. You can take it multiple times, which is what we encourage our folks to do, our kiddos to do as much as possible. Take it and then work on it. And sometimes there's also some prep courses that they can take, and then take it again. So,
anything going on at any of the campuses that you wanted to highlight?
I think we've got an open house on Monday night for the primary school as well. So there's always activities going on, all different kinds of things happening around the area, and whether it's for kids and public-facing kind of things that are involved the public. We've got those activities that come through. You can find those things on the district website, hendersonisd.org, and you look on the calendar section, or of course Facebook is one of the major ways that a lot of campuses share those things out. So Home of the Lions is the Facebook page, and then you can jump off to the other the campus pages, the high school page, and Wiley Primary, wherever you happen to have kiddos, to see all the stuff that's happening. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. And then in district level, the next week we have our next board meeting. So our school board meeting is coming up on next Tuesday. That'll be on the 8th, and just our regular school board meeting with all the activities going on. Of course, there is an election right around the corner. I don't know if you've heard that there is an election coming up, national election, and we have some local school board slots that are open as well. So that'll be in November.
How many do you have?
There's actually 3 different seats that are actually there's 4 seats that are kind of open or are in flux at the moment. One of those is a seat that, well, let's back up. So we have one of the seats is 2 of the seats at the end of the term, and so at the end of the term, obviously they come up for election and people run for election. One of those seats was currently held by Adam Dewey. He chose not to run for re-election again, and we had one person who signed up for a candidate, and that was Dr. John Taylor. And so because there was only one candidate, we canceled that election at the last meeting, which is typically what you do. You cancel that election, declare the winner. So Dr. John Taylor will take over that seat in November after the election, the first school board meeting there in November. So that's already kind of a done deal. And then you have our board president, Russell Brown, is up for election this year. This is the end of his term. So he's up for election, and there is a candidate. Haven Charlo, I believe, is the candidate there. So you have the incumbent, Russell Brown, and the candidate, Haven Charlo, for that seat. That will be an election in November. And then we have another seat that is not actually at the end of its term, but was previously occupied by Dr. Jamie Sugg. And, of course, he moved out of the district, and so he resigned his position. So that's kind of an open position. And so they're calling a special election during this election cycle to fill the last year of that term. So there's 1 year of unexpired term. And so this will be an election for 1 year, and then that'll be the end of the term, and then they'll be up for election again, or that seat will be up for election again. So we have 2 people running for that election who signed up to run for that election. John Best, who's a former school board member as well, and then Sonny Simmons, who is, I believe, is the other candidate for that one. And so that's a kind of an open election there, and neither one of those are current incumbents, and so that election will be decided then in November. And then we have a 4th seat, which reported on the news not too long ago. Travis Orr, who is one of our school board members, stepped down from his position, and he did that about 3 or 4 weeks ago. It was past the deadline for calling an election or being a part of this election, because all those things have to happen early on. And so typically the board will appoint someone to fill that position, but that hasn't happened yet. So that's something that will be, I'm assuming, be done in the future here. Usually you appoint someone, or you wait until the next election cycle. The next election cycle would actually probably be May. You could do an election in May, but usually they'll just appoint someone to fill that term out and then go back to our normal election cycle, which would be November of next year.
All right. So for the local voters, pay attention. There's a lot going on.
It's a little complicated. I get that. You can find out some of that information on our website as well. You go to the board members or the school board section on our HendersonISD.org website, and you can see those seats and those places and who's up for election, that kind of stuff.
Always good to visit with David Chenault from Henderson ISD, talking about things that are happening in the district. Our Ballou Brothers halftime interview here during our Fairway Ford halftime show at R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium in Kilgore. District 9 4A Division I action. Both teams here tonight 1-0 in district play, and Henderson will come out of the locker room with a 21-0 lead over the Kilgore Bulldogs to start this second half. Howell Recycling has our halftime recap while the Kilgore band is still out on the field. Kilgore started the ball game with the ball, couldn't do anything, got it to Henderson. Henderson, first time the Lions had the ball, they started at their own 34-yard line and promptly moved it right down the field. Justin Starling with a 22-yard touchdown run, 5:03 to go in the first quarter, and after Ivan Navarro's extra point kick, it was 7-0 Henderson. Lions would score on the first play of the second quarter. It was a 5-yard run for Lamarian Coleman with 11:53 to go in the second quarter. Extra point kick made it 14-0. Then on a snap over the punter's head for Kilgore, he was tackled at the 2-yard line. Lions would score on the very next play. It was again Starling. Justin Starling with the 2-yard touchdown run. Navarro's kick made it 21-0 with 10:39 to go in the first half, and that is where we are at halftime. So again, Henderson and Kilgore both 4-1 on the season coming into play tonight. 1-0 in district play, but again for Kilgore, number 4 ranked team in the state in Class 4A Division I after some very impressive wins during the early part of the season. They had wins at Carthage against White House, lost by 2 to Gilmer, beat Pleasant Grove in double overtime, won last week against Pine Tree. Some very impressive wins for them. Again, they've got Chapel Hill next week. I cannot imagine that Kilgore is looking ahead to their umpteenth meeting with Chapel Hill over from the last 2 or 3 years. But they do have them next week, but they've got a second half to where we will find out if Clay Baker can keep his Henderson Lions focused and on task and do what they need to do in the second half, or if Clint Fuller, the 2000 Brownwood High and Howard Payne grad, can regroup his team and get them to come back here in the second half. It'll be fun to figure out, fun to watch. Again, glad that you're with us here tonight for Henderson Lions football. We are on our YouTube channel here this evening. And the YouTube-only channel, always broadband issues, it seems like, at a lot of these locations we go to. And here at Kilgore, we're experiencing that as well. So on the YouTube channel only here tonight, as well as, of course, KWRD 1470 and 98.5. All right, so we're going to step aside and get ready for second half play. It is Henderson 21, Kilgore nothing. District 9 4A Division I football action here tonight. We will step aside and come back here with our second half. Have that for you here in just a couple of minutes. Henderson football on KWRD 1470, 98.5.
At Cooper First Automotive and Truck Service, you can count on technicians who know your vehicle and repair your vehicle with precise care. Whether it be foreign or domestic, car, truck, or even big rig, Cooper First Automotive and Truck Service will diagnose your problem and seamlessly repair your vehicle's issues. It's time to get that repair done on your vehicle, so be sure to see the pros at Cooper First Automotive and Truck Repair. Check them out at 3486 Highway 79 South in Henderson. Cooper First Automotive is a proud sponsor of Henderson High School sports for the season.
This is Michelle Hyatt, the owner of Trophy Wife Medi Spa. Did you know that we now offer weight loss management, including semaglutide and tirzepatide? Experience our new state-of-the-art in-mode laser device to make unwanted hair a thing of the past, for scar revision, or for an answer to your rosacea with an IPL treatment. We also offer Botox, dermal filler, and IB therapy. It's time for you, the new you, at Trophy Wife Medi Spa. Schedule your free consultation at TrophyWifeMediSpa.com or call us at 903-930-2493. Financing available.
At UT Health Henderson, you can count on their 24-hour emergency services that are designated as a Level 4 Trauma Center with Level 3 Stroke certification. Be sure to look into their advanced radiologic and diagnostic technologies, including in-depth 3D digital mammography. UT Health Henderson is your gateway to the family birthplace, including free labor, delivery, and recovery rooms, and finally a physician clinic offering family medicine, pediatrics, pain management, general surgical, gastrointestinal, orthopedic, and women's health. UT Health Henderson. See them at uthealthhenderson.com.
Please do not block the aisles or stand along the railing.
And we are back once again here this evening at R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium in Kilgore. Mark McLean, Jason Martin, Ken White, we are all here. And we thank you very much for joining us. Again, whether you're listening to us on the radio or if you're checking us out on the KWRD YouTube channel, we thank you for doing that. 21-0. Henderson leads. We get set to start this second half. Top Line Rental in Henderson, locally owned and operated, specializing in commercial, residential, and industrial rental equipment. See them on the Carthage Highway, half mile past the Star. Check them out at toplinerental.com. Top Line Rental, proud sponsors of Henderson Lions sports. Kilgore will kick off to start this second half.
Number 10, Vince Howard.
We'll see how
number 20,
Kilgore does their kickoff with Eddie Jimenez.
Isaac Jamaica.
High kick that's taken by Henderson at the 10-yard line. Lions back down the far sideline in front of the Kilgore bench and getting run out of bounds. Like Braylon Walker on the return.
Number 9 for Henderson with the return. I do apologize. I do not have that number on my roster.
Well, we do. And it's Braylon Walker. 11:54 to go here in this third quarter. For Henderson, it'll be first down at their own 32-yard line. So on first down, see what kind of adjustments were made for both these teams. For Henderson, you just got to kind of keep doing what you've been doing and just keep doing it at the level that you did it in the first half. Of course, for Kilgore, they've got to get some stops. They've got to get something going offensively.
Vince Howard on the quarterback keeper.
On the next play, here's a running play over the right side of the offensive line. Fine run there for Henderson. Starling, I would believe, on the carry. Gets down to the Henderson 46-yard line. And a Henderson first down. Two receivers near side, one to the far side for the Lions. Now Irvin in motion to the far side. Little swing pass to Starling. Starling trying to sidestep a tackler. Does for a moment before he gets hit and dropped at the 46-yard line. Jackson Tucker Phillips, among others, in on the tackle for Kilgore. Again, both teams 4-1 on the season. Both teams 1-0 in district play. Homecoming night here tonight at Kilgore High. And parade downtown earlier this afternoon. Here's Starling on the next carry. Quickly through the line of scrimmage, and Starling puts up the first down signal at the 43-yard line.
Ball is spotted at the Bulldog 43-yard line, first down.
Next play, again a handoff to Starling. Not much happening there as that Kilgore defensive front. Jackson Tucker Phillips, among others, in on the tackle. Wiley Mitchell out there as well.
Tackle by number 30.
Tucker Phillips, Cameron Christian, Wiley Mitchell, that three-man down lineman alignment that they use. At the 41, Howard, handoff to Coleman. Coleman trying to scoot around right in. Will sidestep a couple of tacklers. Here's Coleman still on his feet before he is run out of bounds. Inside the 30, they're going to mark him out of bounds at the Kilgore 28-yard line. That is going to be about a 15-yard gain and another Henderson first down.
Kilgore 28-yard line, first down.
Beautiful night for football here at R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium. Great crowd on hand on both sides. As the next play, Starling starts left, cuts back to his right, and will quickly be inside the 25 to the 24-yard line.
Tackled by Javon Towns.
We started off at about 85 degrees. We're down to 73 now.
Makes it 2nd and 7.
Humidity has gone up a tad bit. Still virtually no wind in the stadium this evening. Football at the 24-yard line. Lions have one receiver here to the near side, one to the far side. Handoff to Coleman. Again, Coleman looking for a place to go. Kind of puts his hand on the back of his offensive lineman and kind of moves down the line to see where he can go forward a little bit. Finally found a spot, but didn't gain much.
Stopped by several Bulldogs.
Football's going to be spotted at the 22-yard line. Henderson going right to left as we look at him here in this third quarter. Third quarter tonight, the service of Palestine Home Center as we come to you from the CDL Training Academy broadcast booth, spanning the top row of St. John Stadium visitor side stands. Lions, it's an interesting balancing act. You try and keep some momentum going, but at the same time, you're wanting to run that clock. You're taking your time. Here's Howard dropping back to pass. Now rolls back to his right, and now will just throw it out of bounds as Vince Howard makes the smart move there. And the pressure coming.
Incomplete. We'll bring up 4th down.
And that is going to bring on Ivan Navarro. Navarro, from a field goal standpoint, he is 1 of 2 on the season. Made his field goal on the very first offensive drive of the season against Athens. Here, Coy Freeman is going to put the football down at the 29-yard line, so it is going to be a 39-yard attempt with 7:40 to go in the third quarter. Navarro's kick, it's on its way, and it is good. Henderson scores on the first possession of the second half. Ivan Navarro with a 39-yard field goal, his second made field goal of the season, first since the season opener against Athens, and with 7:36 to go here in this third quarter. Henderson Lions have extended their lead now over the Kilgore Bulldogs. 24-0 is our score. Going to step aside and take a break. We are back here in just a moment. This is KWRD 1470, 98.5.
Management Training Corporation is hiring. They offer highly competitive pay, excellent promotional opportunities, MTC college tuition reimbursement, paid internships towards a career in substance abuse counseling. MTC offers 401k, health insurance, dental insurance, vision coverage, and finally, paid time off, including holidays. This is the game-changing career you've been looking for. Apply at mtcjobs.com and make the first step of your new career.
24-0, that is our score. Henderson Lions lead it over the Kilgore Bulldogs. ETAP Custom Motorcycles takes advantage of professional technicians that know your ride. Check them out at 101 North Jackson, the old Western Auto Building in downtown Henderson. ETAP Custom Motorcycles, proud sponsors of Henderson Lions Sports. Eric Garza has the football teed up, ready to kick off. Another high, short kick. Another fair catch signaled for by Kilgore. One player signaled for the fair catch. Another player made the catch. And he wanted to take off running. Not to be the case. And it will be Kilgore football with 7:31 to go in this third quarter. Football is going to be spotted right at the 30-yard line.
First down.
Two receivers near side, one to the far side for Kilgore. Kason Brooks, junior quarterback, takes the snap, hands off, running play straight ahead. Ball carrier Rashawn Williams on the move. Williams quickly up past the 45. He stopped at the 49-yard line. First down for Kilgore at the 49-yard line. Coleman on the defensive tackle for Henderson. So we'll see if Kilgore, certainly after that one play, maybe they've made some blocking assignment adjustments, because there was certainly a big hole there for Rashawn Williams. Next play, again, Williams on the carry. Starts right, goes back left, into the secondary before he is hit by Newman and brought down inside the Henderson 40, down to the 38-yard line.
Number 20, the Anthony Newman.
So it could be a combination of things. Different blocking assignments.
Lion 38-yard line, first down, Bulldogs.
Then again, maybe head coach Clint Fuller lit the proverbial fire under the fourth-ranked team of the state. We'll see if it holds up throughout the second half as the running play straight ahead. Henderson defense stops that play for a very short gain, if any.
By a host of Lions. Led by number 8, K-Young Pelham.
Samaj Deckard will check out of the Henderson
Gain of
lineup.
Makes it 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1 on the previous play, 2nd and 9 for Kilgore. Here's Brooks, back to pass, fires it downfield, and this one incomplete. Overthrown, intended for LeKalen Graves, going down the near sideline. Henderson had a defender trying to get over there as fast as he could. Good thing that one, from a Henderson standpoint, good thing that was not an on-target pass from Kason Brooks. If he'd have hit Graves in stride, there might not have been much of anything the Henderson defender could have done. There's Braylon Walker on the coverage that time. Going to bring up third down, Kilgore. At the 37-yard line, Brooks fakes a pass, pulls it down, runs with it, and Brooks, who did not run with it on purpose in the first half, does here. And on that quarterback draw, he is able to get down to about the 25-yard line. Maybe the
26-yard line.
26 is where they'll mark it. First down, Kilgore. 5:40 and counting here in this third quarter. 24-0 Henderson lead. Brooks back to pass. Catch made by Graves, and Graves is going to make it into the end zone for the first Kilgore touchdown of the night.
Brooks pass complete to number 4, Akelian Graves. Touchdown, Kilgore.
5:30 to go in this third quarter. Brooks to Graves. 26-yard touchdown pass. Extra point kick by Jimenez is up and good.
Jimenez point after is good. 5:30 to play in the third quarter. Scores now Henderson 24, Kilgore
And we
7.
have a timeout on the field here. Henderson leads the ball game now 24-7. We have 5:30 to go here in this third quarter. Broadcast here tonight, a third quarter service of Palestine Home Center. Henderson leads it 24-7. Kilgore is finally on the board, and we will take a break. We are back here in just a moment. This is KWRD 1470 98.5.
T-Mobile has a new store here in Henderson at 2303 US 79 South. T-Mobile's been investing billions to light up their award-winning network, which covers 99% of people in America. And great coverage is just the start, because T-Mobile customers enjoy tons of other benefits. From our price lock guarantee to nonstop streaming to weekly deals and giveaways, switch and see how customers get tons of great benefits to do more of what they love. So check out your new neighborhood store in Henderson at 2303 US 79 South. There's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Coverage not available in some areas. Price lock for qualifying new accounts with eligible service exclusions like taxes and fees apply. See T-Mobile.com for more information.
Back deep for the Lions.
5.5 to go here in this third quarter. 24-7. Henderson lead. Kilgore after the touchdown pass. Brooks to Graves.
Kicking for the Bulldogs, number 81.
Kilgore will kick off. High kick taken by Henderson at about the 5-yard line. Lions coming back to the near side, and an open field hit and a tackle made there. Gets the Kilgore faithful involved here.
27, Travis Holmes.
Kilgore folks haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here tonight, not since the homecoming queen was announced prior to the ball game. Since then, they've been kind of sitting on their hands.
Henderson 18-yard line.
Touchdown and then a big hit on the kickoff return. Gives them something to yell about here. 5:25 to go here in the third. Henderson first down. Running play straight ahead, won't gain much.
Justin Starling on the carry, tackled by number 66.
Henderson drive started at their own 18-yard line. Starling on the carry. Tucker Phillips on the tackle for Kilgore. Football at the 19-yard line. We can never be too careful. We encourage you to call J&B Security at 903-729-1565. J&B Security, they are your eyes and ears while you are away. If you think you're paying too much for your auto and home insurance, you're encouraged to call Reyes Insurance, your independent insurance agent. 903-418-1246 is their number. Got an injured player down on the field. 5:25 to go here, third quarter. Star Laundry Wash and Fold pickup and delivery service is available for you at the Star in Henderson. Star Laundry Wash and Fold, your home and business laundry service. Good people at RES Air Conditioning and Heating. They are the ones to see for your cooling and heating needs. Cooling and heating homes in Henderson, Rusk County, and beyond since 1957 for RES Air Conditioning. And for all your prescription needs, go check out the folks downtown at Stronghurt Pharmacy, located at 111 North Main. Stronghurt Pharmacy, proud sponsors of Henderson Lions Sports. Henderson player helped off over here to the near side. Football at the 19-yard line. 2nd and 9. Henderson, low snap from center. Here's Vince Howard rolling out to his right. Now stops, now throws it downfield. And fortunately for Vince, there was nobody there. Closest Lion was Lamarian Coleman. So Kilgore, I'm sure, feels that they have gotten Henderson's attention now, got him rattled a little bit. We'll see. Lions could sure use a nice first down here. I believe Henderson has had to punt once tonight. Sure don't want to have to punt in the shadow of your goalpost. On third down, Howard back to pass. Launches this one right down the middle of the field. Lions had two receivers running pretty much in the same area. Coleman and Mason Jones, both there, and both could not catch up to that one. So it will bring up a fourth down situation, and it'll bring on Braylon Walker, the sophomore, to stand back at his own 7-yard line. See if Kilgore comes after this or if they set up a return. So Walker at his own 7. Good snap from center. And Walker's kick, wobbly kick that's going to go out of bounds into the Henderson bench. It's going to be up to the officials as to where they want to mark this one. Side judge will make his way down to the 37, 38-yard line. So Kilgore is going to have the football in great field position. 4:59 to go here in this third quarter.
Of their graduation. We're glad that you're here in that class.
And Kilgore will have the football at the Henderson 37-yard line. Something tells me there's going to be some nail biting before this game is over. Kilgore running play. Nice gain on the play down to about the 31.
Stop by number 4, Trevor Kind.
Rashawn Williams on the carry. Linebacker Trevor Kind on the tackle for Henderson as Kilgore has a player unable to get up after that play. Third quarter here tonight, service of Palestine Home Center. From the CDL Training Academy broadcast booth. Top row of the stands, the visiting side, the Henderson faithful sitting here in front of us on a beautiful Friday night at R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium in Kilgore. 24-7, Henderson leads. Trying to not get the momentum to turn too much. East Tex Telephone Cooperative offers a phone for every farm, broadband for every barn. Give them a call at 903-854-5000. Get hooked up today. East Tex Telephone Cooperative, proud sponsor of Henderson Lions Sports. Running play for the Lions. Kilgore defense. Running play for
Rayshawn Williams with the carry. Brought down by number 8.
Kilgore, where Rayshawn Williams on the carry. Kyle Pelham, senior, in on the tackle. 6 tackles for loss and a sack coming into tonight's game for Pelham. Going to bring up a 3rd and 2 situation for Kilgore at the Henderson 29-yard line. Brooks, the quarterback, takes a snap, looks left, throws left, catch made, first down easily made as Henderson defender was playing way off of the receiver on the far side. Just a little down and out pass. Jaden Sanders on the reception. He'll get his Kilgore first down. Inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now Brooks back to pass again, pulls it down, wants to run with it this time. And Brooks starts to his right, goes to the right sideline, now cuts back to his left where he is tackled by Henderson defenders at the 5-yard line.
5-yard line, there's flag on the play.
Penalty flag down. All of our referees in Henderson blue and red tonight have been calling holding several times. Let's see if it actually finally happened. Or if it actually finally gets called.
No flag on the play.
Well, no, apparently it didn't happen. So I was interested to see if it finally happened on the field. Fans in the stands have seen it several times tonight, but apparently, according to our referee, Jim Cranford, it didn't happen. It is 1st and goal, Kilgore at the 5-yard line. 6-yard line. Williams, a single back in the backfield next to Brooks, who will raise up and throw that pass in the corner of the end zone. The very pass that I've seen them have on video several times. That's the one where he just lobs it up. A penalty flag came down. I do believe there's not been a signal as to whether it was a touchdown or what. So everybody anxiously awaiting this one. It's either going to be a Kilgore touchdown or perhaps Kilgore pass interference call.
Pass interference. Offense.
And indeed, it is a pass interference call on Kilgore that will move the football back. Well, for the first time tonight, Kilgore tried that just alley-oop pass that I have seen them score several touchdowns on this season. Receiver made the grab, but there was that penalty on the play. Back to the 21-yard line. Handoff to Williams, and Williams went much of nowhere on that particular play. Henderson defenders in on that. Jabron Myers out there defensively, among many other white jerseys. Good to see Jordan Irvin, who went off the field with an apparent injury earlier, comes back in now to play on that defense. It is 2nd down, 2nd and goal from the 21-yard line. Fake handoff, quick pass across the middle. Catch made, spin out of a tackle, still on his feet. Another spin, and in the end zone is going to be Javon Towns.
Brooks pass complete to number 1, Javon Towns.
Well,
touchdown,
it was a short pass, and the rest of it was all Javon Towns. Spun out of a couple of tackles. Lions just really couldn't get a handle on him. And 21 yards later, he is in the end zone for the Kilgore touchdown. Jimenez, left footer, lines up to attempt his extra point, and his kick is up and good.
Eddie Jimenez is good.
So 2 touchdown passes here in the third quarter for Kilgore. And the Bulldogs are right back in this thing. 24-14 is our score.
Play. Personal foul. 62 red will be assessed on the kickoff.
So a penalty on Kilgore on the extra point play.
24, Kilgore 14.
And so that'll be put on the kickoff there. We have a timeout on the field with 1:58 to go here in this third quarter of play. It is now Henderson 24, Kilgore 14. We'll take a break. We're back here in just a moment. This is KWRD 1470 98.5.
S&N Cleaners and Laundry Service in Henderson is the only full-service in-house dry cleaners in Rusk County. That means that your clothes stay right where you drop them off. Quick turnarounds for shirts, pants, dresses, suits, and even your bedding like comforters. S&N Cleaners and Laundry for all your dry cleaning and laundry needs. Go see Wayne and his staff for great service and great value. S&N Cleaners, 215 East Fordall in Henderson. See them on Facebook or call 903-657-4545 today.
Penalty against Kilgore on the extra point play is going to have them kick it off at the 25-yard line. So Henderson hopefully will get some pretty decent field position out of this. Lions have got a field goal here in this third quarter, and that is about it. 2 touchdown passes for Kason Brooks.
Kicking once again for the Bulldogs, number 81, Isaac Jamaica.
And it's 24-14, Henderson lead. So Kilgore to kick off. Kick taken at about the 23-yard line. Walker over on the far side of the field will go out of bounds. So a nice little return there for Braylon Walker.
Knocked out of bounds by number 31, Kason Clayton.
We have 1:54 to go here in this third quarter. It'll be Henderson football at their own 40-yard line.
Henderson 40-yard line, first down.
So let's see if Vince Howard and the Henderson offense can get back to doing what they were doing in the first and second quarters when they built up that 21-0 lead. From the 40 on first down. Handoff goes to Starling, and Starling trying to wiggle his way through the defensive line. Finally gets pushed back after he got up to the 44-yard line, so a quick 4-yard gain for Starling.
Tackled by several Bulldogs, led by number 96, Bison Williams.
And gang tackling for Kilgore for sure.
Gain of 5 makes it 2nd and 5.
But again, here's Kilgore, 4th-ranked team in the state in 4A Division I. So we will find out all we need to find out about them in the remainder of this ball game. Finding out a lot about this Henderson Lions team here tonight. The pass play to Starling here on the near side.
Starling once again, tackled once again by Bison Williams.
In open field by Williams, Bison Williams. Football up to the 47-yard line. And it is a 3rd and 3 situation for Henderson. The Lions really need to dial up a first down here. Kilgore has got some offensive momentum going with 2 touchdown passes. Lions really need to hang on to the ball. Mason Williams split out wide here to the near sideline, the Henderson sideline. Lions operate from the near side hash mark. It's the handoff to Starling, and Starling will have his first down and a little extra as he gets down to the Kilgore 45-yard line. Good blocking up front for Henderson. Braxton Bennett, center. Jonathan Bateman, Ryan Malone, the guards. Trent Henderson, Eli Malone, the tackles. Doing a fine job against a really talented defensive front for Kilgore. that will be the final play of this third quarter. Third quarter here tonight to service of Palestine Home Center. And as the Henderson fans come to their feet here in front of us, it's the end of 3 here at R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium. And at the end of the third quarter, it is Henderson 24, Kilgore 14. We are back here in just a moment on KWRD 1470 98.5.
Rendell Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram has the Jeep you're looking for. Right now, save big money on a new 2024 Jeep Gladiator Sport S model. Or also save big on a new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo X. Friday Night Lights means great deals on the full line of Jeep vehicles. Hurry in and drive home your new Jeep from Rendell Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. See them at the Star in Henderson or online at RendellDodgeChryslerJeep.com. Rendell Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram has the Jeep you're...
Want to put some jingle in your jeans? The pros at Howell Recycling got you covered. They buy car bodies, tin, iron, lead, batteries, aluminum cans, aluminum material, brass, radiators, as well as copper. So if your yard, shed, or garage needs a cleaning, keep Howell Recycling at the forefront of your mind because they pay top dollar for the things you have little or no use for. Howell Recycling, 3038 County Road, 205 North in Henderson. Call 903-392-8140. Howell Recycling, proud sponsors of Henderson Lions Sports.
We start the fourth quarter here tonight in Kilgore with a handoff to Justin Starling over the right side of his offensive line. Gained a little bit of yardage, not much. Well, I guess when they finally put the ball down, gained more than I thought. Got down to the 40-yard line, pick up 5. 2nd and 5 for Henderson. Fourth quarter, 11:26 to go here in the fourth. Fourth quarter tonight, service of Griffiths Towing. Howard from the shotgun. Again, the handoff to Starling. And again, Starling is hit around the knees.
Starling one more time. Tackle by
Bison Williams in on the tackle for Kilgore. So it's one of those things where the Lions, they want to run the ball, they want to run the clock, but
down to 3.
Hard to say. Tough to keep running and getting 10 yards every time you need them. Here it is 3rd and a long 3. Handoff in the backfield, and trying to get out of the backfield is going to be Lamarian Coleman, and he is wrapped up and dropped for a loss back to the 42-yard line.
Brought down by number 7, Jalen Sheffield. And number 10,
Jalen Sheffield, a corner, came up and made the play. So Henderson, boy, tough spot to be in. Lost yardage, brings up 4th down, and it'll bring on Braylon Walker to punt the ball away. 24-14 our score, still 10 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Henderson leads it, about to give the ball back to Kilgore. Walker with a nice punt that Kilgore will let bounce. Now they'll pick it up at the 10-yard line, heading for the far side of the field. Henderson giving chase, and the ball carrier will be brought down at the 15-yard line.
Punt fielded by number 6, Ja'Cory Walton.
Looked like it was about to be a very interesting return. Ja'Cory Walton, the senior, on the punt return for Kilgore. And with 9:40 to go here in this fourth quarter, Kilgore is going to have the football.
Ball is spotted at the Bulldog 20-yard line. First down, Kilgore.
So they moved it to the 20. So at the 20-yard line is where Kilgore will have it. First down. Brooks, the quarterback. Hands off to Williams. Williams sneaks his way through the defensive line for Henderson, then turns his back and gets a couple extra yards up to about the 24-yard line.
Gain of 4 makes it 2nd and 6.
Henderson, Kilgore, both trying to go 2-0 in district play. Next to play. Again, running play straight ahead, right up the middle of that Kilgore offensive line. Football moved up to about the 28-yard line. Rayshon Williams on the carry.
Pass the ball to the 31-yard line. First down, Kilgore.
And it is a first down for the Bulldogs at the 31. Barron, Garcia, Pastor, Whipke, Burrows, that offensive line for Kilgore on first down. Brooks looks near side, throws a pass near side, and this one is knocked away. Beautiful defensive play for Henderson here on the near side for Corey Harper. Man-to-man coverage on the intended receiver, who was Jaden Sanders.
And receiver downfield, number 62 on the offense.
Well, we'll take that too. So an illegal receiver downfield for Kilgore. I say we'll take it. Henderson might want to decline that. Well, it was a great defensive play for Harper. Kind of had a hand on the receiver, not pushing or anything like that, just kind of feeling him know where he was. And then reached up with the hand to knock it away. So first down, pass play comes near side, incomplete on the pass to Jaden Sanders.
Pass to Jaden Sanders falls incomplete. We'll bring up second down at 15.
Stops the clock, though, with 8:42 to go here in this fourth quarter. Fourth quarter tonight to service of Griffiths Towing. St. John Memorial Stadium in Kilgore. The annual battle of Henderson and Kilgore that goes back for years. Next play, Brooks rolls out to his left, still rolling. Henderson in pursuit, and Brooks is pushed out of bounds.
Casey Brooks on the carry.
Right-hand quarterback running to his left, really could never stop and get set.
Number 25, Jabron Myers.
So Myers runs him out of bounds, gives him a little extra shove to make sure he was out of bounds. Kilgore back to the line of scrimmage. Motion out of the backfield, swing pass out of the backfield. Catch made, run past the 30-yard line. Tackle made over on the far sideline in front of the Kilgore bench. Rayshon Williams on the reception.
Right here, boys. Come down.
In 24-14, Henderson leads. Lions got out to a 21-0 start.
33-yard.
They have a field goal here in the second half to go with 2 Kilgore touchdown passes. It's a fourth down situation, though, for Kilgore with 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Watch for a fake here, perhaps. But Jimenez will kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 35-yard line.
Punt by Eddie Jimenez, fielded by number 9.
Walker, Braylon Walker on the punt coverage, on the punt reception there.
He spotted at the Henderson 35-yard line, first down.
7:48 to go here in this fourth quarter. Henderson faithful here on this side of the stadium. Really enjoying what they are seeing here tonight out of their Lions ball club. Henderson in the white jerseys, blue numerals, red trim, blue pants, blue helmets, going left to right as we look at them here in this fourth. On first down. Little pitch ahead to Coleman. Coleman sidesteps a tackler, but then 2 more came in and got him. Play worked in the first half, not here. Wiley Mitchell Coleman on the tackle for Kilgore.
Brought down to number 30, Wiley Mitchell.
Back to the 32-yard line.
Loss of 3.
Bring up second and 13 for Henderson. Lions, though, they are letting that clock run as much as they can. 7:15 and counting, 15 seconds on the play clock. Coaches just now signaling in the play. One receiver near side, 3 to the far side of the field. Handoff goes to Starling. Starling sees an opening, gains back what was lost on the previous play, and picks up a couple of extra yards as well, up to the 37-yard line. With each play, clock continues to run.
Starling on the carry. Initial contact.
Both teams with 3 timeouts remaining. Be interesting to see how long Kilgore goes before they start having to use a timeout. Again, Henderson, they like to speed things up, do some tempo from time to time. Now they're having to do the complete opposite and stall as much as they can. From the 37, motion across the backfield from Mason Jones. Howard back to pass. Here comes the pressure, and Howard is down. They'll mark him down at the 30-yard line where the initial contact was made.
Howard brought down the backfield by number 5, Isaiah Waters.
Main thing, though, is the fact that Howard held on to the football. That's the main thing. 5:48 to go here in this fourth. Had something happen out on the field that has Clay Baker
bring up 4th down.
Upset. That loss back to the 30-yard line is going to bring up a 4th down situation for Henderson. There was a question about whether or not there was a whistle prior to the start of that play. Thought I heard one. I don't know that it came from the field. In these rivalry games, when sometimes
rules limit field access.
A whistle gets blown from up in the stands.
Players from both teams.
But right now,
the playing surface.
Jim Cranford is getting his crew together. Find out, did somebody blow a whistle before the play started?
Open house.
I don't know if anybody wants to admit it.
At Kilgore High School.
Now,
this is your chance to take a trip down memory lane with tours.
But if it happened, it happened.
Building and get a sneak peek at the
doesn't look like anybody's going to admit it. Clay Baker is still trying to plead his case out there.
Just a supporter of our amazing school, come celebrate our rich history and exciting future.
5:16 to go here in the fourth.
Kilgore High School near the Circle Drive.
Well, it's going to stay 4th down for Henderson. Football is at the 30-yard line. Braylon Walker back to punt. Kilgore is going to have the football in pretty good field position once this is done. Walker, line drive kick that goes right to the Kilgore receiver. He splits a couple of defenders, gets upended at the 45-yard line. So Kilgore is going to have the football in the Henderson end of the field. 5:07 to go here in this fourth quarter. So football at the Henderson 44-yard line. First down, Bulldogs. 5:07 to go here, fourth quarter. Henderson 24, Kilgore 14. Can the Lions hold on and pull off a massive upset here tonight? On first down from the 44, Brooks waits for the snap from center, has 3 receivers here to the near side of the field, but he looks far side, and then again just kind of throws a little swing pass to his running back, and that thing was a
make it 2nd and 10. Ladies and gentlemen,
it was a 100-mile-an-hour pass to a receiver about 5 yards away.
Partner of the Boys and Girls Club, license plate.
Stops the clock though with 5:03 to go.
459. You need to move your car. You're blocking someone in, please.
Well, Kilgore, they average 24.6 points per game. They're going to need all 24.6 of those if they're going to win here tonight. Next play. Handoff. Waters started again, and is escorted into the Kilgore bench over on the far side.
Forced out of bounds by Logan White.
Henderson defensively, Lions are averaging 26 points a ball game. They do not need to be average tonight.
One breaks it 3rd down and 9.
They need to be better than average by about 3 points. 3rd down, 9. Brooks back to pass, looks near side. Catch is going to be made. Sanders with a reception, spins out of a tackle, and Sanders is going to take it 43 yards for a Kilgore touchdown.
Sanders, touchdown, Kilgore.
Just a simple pass to the near side, and Sanders did exactly what Kilgore receivers have been known for about the last 3 or 4 years, and that's make a catch, spin right out of an attempted tackle, and away you go. And Sanders did it with 4:48 to go here in the 4th. Extra point by Jimenez is up and good. Kilgore has scored 21 unanswered points, and Henderson is hanging on. Henderson 24, Kilgore 21. Still 4:48 to go here in this 4th quarter. We will take a break. We are back here in just a moment. This is KWRD 1470, 98.5.
The Henderson Football Booster Club is dedicated to helping the coaches and players and support groups for the Henderson Lions football team. You're always invited to the Booster Club meetings at 6 p.m. each Tuesday at the indoor facility meeting room. Coach Baker will talk about the last game and take a look at the upcoming game. On game night, get your shirts, caps, and other Henderson Lions merchandise and the best food around at the Booster Club concession stand. Supporting the Lions, it's the Henderson Football Booster Club.
4:48 to go here in the 4th. Henderson 24, Kilgore 21. Henderson Ranch and Feed, your Lone Star feed dealer, now your authorized steel dealer. Be sure and see the Berry family at Henderson Ranch and Feed. Wallace & Sons Wrecker Service, helping the community of Henderson and Rusk County and beyond with integrity and care. 903-657-1309, the number to call. Wallace & Sons Wrecker Service. Line drive kick for Kilgore, taken by Walker. Here's Walker. Up past the 30 to about the 31-yard line where he is thrown down. Kind of thrown forward, so Lions will take that. Henderson, 31-yard line with 4:39 to go in the 4th quarter. Lions need a first down. You have got to get a first down or two here. Vince Howard has his offense set at the 32-yard line. Running play here to the near side. Starling. Been a workhorse here tonight. We've not seen Jaden Bishop at all. Lamarian Coleman, he's carried the ball a few times. Other than that, it's been all Justin Starling. Howard has carried a time or two on the quarterback draw. See what happens here on 2nd and 9. From the 33-yard line is Henderson again trying to keep momentum going while also running a lot of clock. It is a hard thing to balance. Howard hands off to Starling. Starling spun around right at the line of scrimmage. Might have gained up to the 34-yard line.
Stop by number 66.
Kilgore defense.
Phillips.
They are really stiffened up in the middle of that Henderson offensive line. Jackson Tucker Phillips on the tackle. And Kilgore will burn their first timeout with 3:42 to go in this fourth quarter.
Once again,
both teams 1-0 in district play, 4-1 on the season. For Henderson, it's a home contest next week against Maybank. I might mention that next week it'll be the Distinguished Alumni. Usually they do that in conjunction with homecoming, but didn't do it that way this year. So it is Distinguished Alumni next Friday night at Lions Stadium in the contest against Maybank. And we'll have that for you, of course, right here on the radio and on video on our YouTube channel and perhaps our Facebook page next week here at KWRD.
Return to play, third down and 9.
At the 34-yard line, 3:42 to go in the fourth. It is third down, Henderson. Lions need to get to the 43. Howard back to pass. Looks downfield. Lofts it downfield. And this one, it was caught for a second and then incomplete. Lamarian Coleman in coverage. Kilgore had two defenders, at least, maybe three, back defending on the play. Howard nearly dropped that thing right in there. But it ends up being incomplete, and it is going to bring up fourth down. And Kilgore is going to get the ball back with plenty of time. 24-21, Henderson lead, and for Henderson, a different punter this time, as Walker will not punt. His ball is going to be picked up by Kilgore. Heading over to the far side is Walton, and Walton leaps over a Henderson defender right there at the Kilgore bench. Kilgore is going to have everything they could possibly ask for. Good field position right out in the middle of the field at the 48-yard
line. First down, Kilgore.
3:22 to go here in the fourth, and two timeouts remaining. Henderson defense, they made some big plays in the first half, but if they ever had a big play in them, they need it here. Three receivers near side for Kilgore. Back to pass downfield, and this one is caught and then dropped, but the official is going to say caught at the 20-yard line, the 19-yard line. Jaden Sanders on the reception. Henderson had good defense on the play, but Sanders made the reception. Official says that the ball came loose when it hit the ground. It is first down, Kilgore, inside the Henderson 20-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. 3:10 to go here in the fourth. Running play straight ahead for Kilgore. That is going to be Isaiah Waters on the carry. And Waters gets down to almost the 10. And then a Kilgore late infraction is going to send the Bulldogs back some. As a Kilgore player, I think, took a Henderson defender and just body slammed him. And so Kilgore is going to have a penalty called on him right at the end of the play.
After the play, personal foul. Number 3 on the offense. 15-yard penalty.
Big personal foul on Jaden Sanders. So after making the catch on the previous play, then he comes down here and commits a personal foul against a Henderson defender. Moves the football back to the 27-yard line. Second down at the 27. Brooks, the quarterback. Hand off to Waters. Waters trying to break out of the tackle, and Bateman has got him. Big Bateman came in and played some defensive line, and Jonathan Bateman had a hold of Isaiah Waters' jersey and was not about to turn loose. Clock runs with 2:35 to go here in the fourth. Was there?
Flag on the play.
There is a penalty flag down. Goodness.
You can't call that. Come on, ref.
2:33 to go here in the fourth. Jim Cranford, our referee, will have an important call coming up here in just a moment. Henderson coaches out on the field trying to inquire what the deal is here. It was a great defensive play by Jonathan Bateman. Offensive guard playing some defensive line here in a key moment.
After the play, delay on the defense, dead ball foul, fourth down.
So a dead ball foul on Henderson for delay a game after the play. All right. But it is 4th and 11 for Kilgore at the Henderson 20-yard line. Now Kilgore coaches are out on the field. I'm sure they're questioning that it should still be 3rd down. We'll get this all sorted out here. Tense time. 24-21. Henderson lead. 2:33 to go here in this fourth quarter. Lions had a 21-0 lead at halftime. Kicked a field goal in the third quarter to make it 24-0. Kilgore has come back with 3 touchdown passes since then to make it 24-21. Lions trying to upset the number 4 ranked team of the state. And it is Henderson Kilgore, so that speaks for itself. All right, so it is 4th down. And it is going to be Eddie Jimenez on to attempt a field goal from the 27-yard line, 37-yard attempt, and it is good. 37-yard field goal with 4 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. 2:33 to go in the fourth.
Henderson 24, Kilgore 24.
Both teams have had a field goal in the ball game tonight. Navarro kicked a 39-yarder back in the early portions of the third quarter. Now Jimenez comes on and kicks a big one for Kilgore to tie this ball game up at 24-24. 2:33 to go here in the fourth. Well, tie ball game. That's one thing about it, though. I understand. I was talking earlier about the all-time record between these two. I understand it's 51, 33, and 6. Kilgore has the advantage there, 51-33. Needless to say, there will be no addition to the 6 ties. That doesn't happen anymore, so that's going to stay at 6. If we end up tied at 24, some overtime will be played here at R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium. But Henderson with 2:33 to go, the Lions have been trying to milk the clock. Well, now you don't have to. You need to get down the field and try and get in Navarro's range to kick a field goal. So here's Kilgore with the kickoff, and Henderson at the 6-yard line. Lions, Anthony Newman, or check that. That is going to be for Henderson. Coming back down the field, Amaz Jackson. Jackson looked like he was tackled, was able to spin away and get away from the Kilgore tacklers and pick up an extra 15-20 yards on that play. Nice return for Amaz Jackson. Gives Henderson good field position to start the drive with 2:23 to go in this fourth quarter. Football is going to be just shy of midfield at the Henderson 49-yard line. To be honest with you, I don't know when, if ever, any of these players on the field in a Henderson uniform have ever had a situation like this where they had to go on a game-winning drive. Pitch out to Starling, and Starling past midfield down to the Kilgore 46. So this Lions team, Clay Baker, his staff, their second year. This Lions team's having to grow up a lot fast. Vince Howard on the next play. Drops back to pass, fires it downfield, again into triple coverage, and almost got tipped into the hands of a trailing Lions player.
Incomplete, will bring up third down.
Originally intended for Coleman, but then when Coleman tipped it, trying to see who that was running next to him. That was Trevor Kind. I thought so. So Trevor Kind almost came down with a miraculous reception, but almost does not count in a Henderson-Kilgore game. Here's Howard back to pass. Pulls it down, wants to run with it, gets cut off, tucks it off down the middle of the field, back toward the middle of the field as he was cut off from going to the Kilgore sideline. And Vince Howard gets down inside the 40, or right at the 40, and that will be enough for a Henderson first down. Huge play there for junior quarterback Vince Howard. 1:28 to go here in the fourth. Howard, again, he's back to pass. He'll pull it down and run with it. Get away from a tackle. Penalty flag flies. Might have been a face mask on that attempted tackle. Vince Howard is all excited. Henderson's going to get some extra yardage out of this. 1:19 to go here in the fourth. Knotted up at 24-24.
1-6 on the defense. 15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty on Kilgore as David McGowan had a hold of Vince Howard's face mask, and Henderson will pick up an extra 15 yards out of this with 1:19 to go in the fourth. So now all of a sudden it shifts to Henderson just needs to hang on to the ball. Do not do something foolish and lose the ball. You're already in Ivan Navarro's field goal range. If not, you're very close to it. Football is inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And it's going to be Vince Howard just keeping it himself. Howard trying to spin out of a tackle, just holding on to that ball for dear life, and he will get down close to the 15-yard line. Clock runs with 48 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. It is going to come down to the foot of Ivan Navarro. 41 seconds to go as the clock is stopped. Henderson with the football right in the middle of the field. And Henderson is going to call for a timeout. Or no, Kilgore took their final timeout. I think it's their final timeout. Apparently not. All right. Well, Kilgore takes a timeout. So they're going to have one more to try and ice Navarro when it comes to that point. 24-24 our score. Henderson trying to spoil Kilgore's homecoming here tonight. With 34 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Football is at the 15-yard line.
Please put 42 seconds on the clock.
Our official is putting quite a bit of time back on the clock. 42 seconds instead of 34. Ivan Navarro already a 39-yard field goal earlier in the game, but Henderson will try and get a little bit closer. So 42 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Henderson, it is a 1st and 10 situation. Handoff goes to Starling, and Starling is inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. I'm sure Starling would have loved to have just scored a touchdown right there and get it over with. Clock is stopped with 34 seconds remaining. Now it runs again. Howard takes a snap from center. A direct snap that ends up in the hands of Starling. Boy, Howard, I couldn't tell the way he slipped down from where I'm sitting. I couldn't tell if he missed the snap or if that was by design. A scary moment there. 21 seconds.
Justin Starling once again on the carry. Stopped by the
and
Bulldogs, number 66.
The Kilgore called their final timeout. They've not posted it on the scoreboard, but obviously a timeout has been taken. 21 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. Henderson football at the 10-yard line. 24-24 our score. Lions trying to go 5-1 on the season. More importantly, 2-0 in district play. More importantly, winning a game that they probably weren't supposed to win, but somebody forgot to tell them. But we still got some work to do. 21 seconds to go here in the 4th. Somebody called a timeout, but the scoreboard still shows Henderson with 3 timeouts and Kilgore with 1, and I don't know that that's right. But the football is inside the 10. I think I said 10 a moment ago. It's at the 7-yard line. Henderson would love to score a touchdown here and just leave it at that. As again, the handoff goes to Starling. Starling cuts it inside the 5 down to the 2. Clock will run with 14 seconds remaining. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Lions trying to get up to the line of scrimmage and run a play. I'm not 100% sure why, but now Henderson will call for a timeout with 2.7 seconds remaining. Well, Justin Starling, 2 touchdown runs on the night of 22 and 2 yards. Lamarian Coleman with a 5-yard touchdown run. Henderson built up a 21-0 lead at the half. Navarro with the 39-yard field goal made it 24-0. And then in the 3rd quarter, Kilgore stole the momentum. Brooks to Graves, Brooks to Towns, Brooks to Sanders. 3 touchdown passes made it 24-21. 2:33 to go in the 4th. Jimenez 37-yard field goal made it 24-24. But now we have Ivan Navarro coming out on the field, sophomore kicker. Coy Freeman to hold it. They'll put this down at the 10. It's a 20-yard field goal with 2 seconds remaining. Freeman to hold. Good snap from center. Freeman's hold is down. Navarro's kick is good. And on the final play of the game, Henderson is going to win it here tonight over Kilgore, 27-24.
Thank you for your attendance. Do be safe when you travel home.
27-24 is our final score here at R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium. They could not shut the scoreboard off fast enough. And Henderson has come to Kilgore and beaten the Bulldogs. And it is the first time since 2018 that Henderson gets the victory over Kilgore. 27-24 is our final score. Ivan Navarro with his second field goal of the night, third of the season. A 20-yarder with 2 seconds remaining wins it here tonight for Henderson. 27-24 is our final score. Henderson 5-1 on the season, 2-0 in district play. Kilgore now 4-2 on the season, 1-1 in District 9 4A Division I play. Henderson players, after shaking hands with Kilgore players, come over here to the near sideline. I'm sure they want to see a lot of their moms and dads and fans and get the congratulations that they so richly deserve after this one tonight. 27-24 Henderson. That is our final score. We have our Randall Dodge postgame show coming up here in just a moment. And we are going to take a break and come back with the postgame show. Here in just a couple of moments as, wouldn't be a Henderson-Kilgore game if there wasn't some extracurriculars after the game. And a lot of Kilgore players are being very reluctant to get off the field as they are staring a hole through the Henderson sideline over here. But hopefully cooler heads will prevail, and we will leave it at this. 24-21, or 27-24, our final, with Henderson winning it over Kilgore here tonight at R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium. We'll step side. We will take a break as the Henderson team makes their way down the sideline to the applause of the Henderson fans here in front of us. What a night. Henderson 27, Kilgore 24. We are back here in just a moment. This is KWRD 1470 98.5.
Palestine Home Center has a home that will exactly fit your family and your budget. If you've been shopping and can't find what you've been looking for at the right price or get financial approval, it's time to see the experts at Palestine Home Center. They have prices on Texas-built quality homes that are kicking the competition to the curb. Their price can't be beat. Their product can't be beat. They set up and take care of their customers. It's the place to go for your mobile home in East Texas. Palestine Home Center, 8048 Highway 79, 903-914-2159.
Griffiths Towing, fast, reliable towing solutions for all vehicles, heavy-duty trucks, tractor trailers, and big equipment. Whether it's roadside rescue or assistance, vehicle recovery, or vehicle and equipment transport, call Griffiths Towing. Avid sponsors of local sports in the community they live in and always available to help with friendly 24-hour service and roadside assistance. If you can wreck it, get it stuck, or stall it, Griffiths Towing can haul it. Griffiths Towing, 903-947-6437.
If you live in a rural area, you also know that the power can go out for days or even weeks after a storm. Not only do you need your propane for heating, cooking, you need it for your generator. So if you're already set up for propane or would like to know more, call Gas and Supply. We can fill the large tanks for your home and farm, even have propane tanks available for lease. We can also fill up your gas grill cylinders. Call Gas and Supply 903-657-9166. 903-657-9166.
Back once again here at R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium in Kilgore. I'm trying to make sure I get all this right here. October 4th, 2024. Henderson came to Kilgore, number 4 ranked team in the state. Built up a 24-0 lead, held on, had it tied late in the game at 24-24. Ivan Navarro, sophomore kicker, came on with 2 seconds remaining in the game after a really fine Henderson drive after the Kilgore field goal. It was a really good Henderson kickoff return and then drive from their own 49-yard line with 2:23 remaining in the fourth quarter. Henderson began the drive and got down inside the 10-yard line. Navarro kicks a 20-yard field goal with 2 seconds remaining on the clock. And Henderson walks away with the victory here tonight over Kilgore. 27-24 is our final score. This is our Randall Dodge postgame show, and we'll try and make it quick here, I'm sure, before they run us out of the stands here tonight at St. John Memorial Stadium. But 27-24 ends up being our final. Justin Starling led things off with a 22-yard touchdown run in the first quarter, 7-0 Henderson lead. Coleman on the first play of the second quarter took it 5 yards for a 14-0 lead. Then it was Starling again on a 2-yard touchdown run after a punt went over the punter's head, and Henderson recovered it inside the 5. 2-yard touchdown run for Starling made it 21-0 with 10.5 minutes to go in the first half. Navarro's field goal of 39 yards came with 7:36 to go in the third. Then after that, it was all Kilgore with Brooks to Graves, Brooks to Towns, Brooks to Sanders. 3 touchdown passes in the third and early fourth quarter to make it 24-21. And then Jimenez for Kilgore kicked a 37-yard field goal with 2:33 to go in the fourth, tied us up at 24-24. Lions took that kickoff return and then drove it down the field, got it inside the 10, and scored on the Navarro field goal with no time remaining on the clock. 27-24 Henderson is our final score. Lions go to 5-1 on the season, 2-0 in district play. Kilgore 4-2 on the season now, 1-1 in district play. For Kilgore, another tough one next week because they have to turn around and play Chapel Hill. And for Henderson, it's a home contest against Maybank next Friday night, 7:30 kickoff at Lions Stadium. Should be a huge crowd for that ball game for these guys. So I hope you get a chance to come out and join us at Lions Stadium for the Henderson contest against Maybank next Friday night. But again, Navarro with the field goal as time expired with from the 20 yards out, just basically an extra point, of which he is very good at, and he proved it there even in that clutch moment with 2 seconds remaining. 27-24 Henderson. That is our final score. So that is pretty much going to wrap it up for us here tonight at R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium. Certainly thanks to Athletic Director Mike Wood, our stadium manager, Mr. Banks. Appreciate him as always, and we thank you very much for joining us wherever you are on the YouTube channel or on the radio. Appreciate you joining us for this one here tonight. Been a lot of fun here at the CDL Training Academy broadcast booth, high atop the top row of stands here at R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium. Henderson Lions with the upset victory over the Kilgore Bulldogs, 27-24 our final score. So now for Jason Martin and all of our fine sponsors, Ken White over here on our video production, I'm Mark McClain. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll talk to you again next Friday night from Lions Stadium when Henderson plays host to Maybank. Good night from R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium.
Thank you for listening to Henderson Lions football on KWRD Radio, our website and Facebook page, as well as the Henderson ISD website. Tonight's game has been brought to you by
Blue Brothers, your general shelters dealer, J&B Security, Cayman Transport, UT Health Henderson, Howell Recycling, Gas and Supply, Fairway Ford, Griffiths Towing, Randall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, S&N Cleaners, Trophy Wife Metaspa, Management Training Corporation, Ascent Complete Electrical, Crossroads Family Care, CDL Training Academy, 3MC Construction, Cooper First Automotive, Cabana Sam's, Henderson High School Football Booster Club, Palestine Home Center, T-Mobile Henderson.
Join us again next week for Henderson Lions football, right here on KWRD 1470 and 98.5, an E-Tex Radio Group station.